Sorry we're so late. That's mostly my fault. Had to take the dog to the vet, and then we had a whole bunch of stuff going on. Let me turn off the Dayu token because Akino's here.
It's my fault. It's my fault.
No, it's my fault. I had to do a whole bunch of stuff. No, I'm not blaming you at all because it was my fault. Let me take this. All right. Hi everybody. Hope you're all doing well. We're just gonna jump right into it since we're a little bit late today. Sorry about that. It seems to be a trend the last couple of game sessions I have run. It's live. So we're gonna start at top left of every screen. It's Alyssa.
Hello, everyone. I'm Alyssa. My pronouns are they, them, and you can find me on Twitter at @adisasterqueer. I am playing Revelation, who is our Aasimar Druid, Circle of Stars.
Hey everyone, I'm Mariana. I go by she, her. You can find me on Twitter at Lagrimosa with a 0. I'm going to be playing Nikita, the Wood Elf Barbarian, also going by she, her.
Nick.
Sorry, I was like too happy hearing about like Mari to like remember that it was my turn next.
Wholesome.
Hello. I am Vic. I use they, he, and they pronouns. I am making a mech game, and we're gonna be putting out a new round of playtests because we've made cool updates. Look on my Twitter at Villain Vicencio for things, and hopefully the game will be ready by the end of April. Follow me for updates. Yay! Pass it along.
Hi, I am Charmy, also known as Captain Charmy on Twitter and other places. My pronouns are she, her. I'll be playing Aurora, the Fire Genasi sorcerer, also she, her. Oh, Aki.
Hello, it's me. I'm Aki, and I play Dayu Silverhair, our Bunomancer. We both use she, her pronouns. I'm telling you this now, Mandy. We're bringing chicken nuggies for the road.
Yeah.
Road chicken nuggies.
Best
Will be
chicken
consumed
nuggies.
on that day. Don't worry about ration stuff, but like road chicken nuggies.
Yeah, pocket chicken, which will then turn into pocket chicken nuggies in due time. Oh god. Anyway, last but not least, hello, I'm your Dungeon Master. My name is Mandy. My pronouns are she, they. I write and do art for TTRPGs as well as layout design for books and TTRPGs. I'm a professional GM. Hooray, awesome, cool stuff. Check me out on this channel here on Wednesdays and also on Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Dungeons & Dinglings game. Have you never heard of Dungeons & Dinglings? Well, that is A-okay, because coming soon, we will have recaps of every 5 episodes so that if you want to catch up quickly to where we are at, which is getting very, very close to BBEG territory, you'll be able to catch up in mere minutes instead of spending hours and hours watching us. So there you go. So let's hop into the recap. Oh my gosh, you guys. Use guys. We are 5 sessions into Mistlost now. 5 whole sessions, can you believe it? But yeah, let's quickly recap all the things that happened last session and up to this point. I'm gonna move my microphone because I feel like it's getting far from me. Are you okay, sir? You're snoring very loud.
I didn't realize that was.
I was gonna ask. I'm not
He's
gonna
snoring.
lie.
My dog had a very long day today. Part of the reason why we're running late and I'm all scatterbrained is because we had to go to the vet this afternoon. He's fine, everything's good, but he's sleeping on my feet and snoring very loud. So you're gonna hear that tonight. Apologies in advance. Just is what it is. I have a dog who snores very loud like a person. So there you go. Okay, Revelation traveled home to the village of Botan outside of Okurai to visit their mother, Ismira, and their mother's partner, Iblen. They discussed all of the matters of the Kaligo Shire and the details of the job for the party, and revealed a little bit about Revelation as a person. And we shall see where that goes. Nikita and Irgon had a visit where they discussed Nikita's father, Armogen, and his past and what he was like in his younger years and during his time as a member of the Veil Guard. Sin had some time with his ex-partners, Mirthal and Gaudre, and had a variety of conversations with each of them separately in regards to the job and the fact that they were leaving and plans for if they needed to get out of the Veil, that Sin would send them a letter to indicate it's time. Some tense conversations were had in general amongst all of those. And then at the end of our session, Dayu had a one-on-one conversation with her deity, Aluna Seren, also known as the Star. This art is so good. Hey, thank you so much. I did that. That's me. I did that art. I made that. So thank you. Thank you very much. Had a conversation with the star regarding the challenges ahead, and regarding the apparent need for Dayu to learn a little faster than she was ready for, and it was time for her to face her past perhaps a little faster than she wanted, at the behest of her deity and at the behest of circumstances of life. In that the party is going to Southmore, which is the home region of Dayu. And that's. Did I miss anything? I think I pretty much covered everything. It's a lot of conversations, a lot of role play last week. It was very, very good. And if you want to find more details about all the spookiness about Revelation's family and their interesting ways out in the village of Botan, definitely listen to that. And so, let's switch gears here a little bit. What? It's not spooky at all. No, not at all. Everything's fine, you guys. Totally normal. It is a, well, actually, you know what? I'm a roll about it. I think I know what I'm gonna get, though. Yeah, it is a bit of a rainy day today. It's a little hard to see the stars, and you know that this is the day that you will be leaving Okurai and the Veil of Night. For the first time for many of you. Or rather, for some of you, not many of you. Most of you are not from the Vale originally. And yeah. I just realized my stream player was a whole minute behind. Woof. Well, welcome back to the present. So it is raining. Raining today. It is hard to see the stars. It is difficult to see the moon in these circumstances, as gentle rain falls down upon the city of Okurai, seemingly befitting the moods of our adventurers in the face of this adventure before them. The day has dawned, and you have been, well, dawned, but not so much here in the Vale, in that you have received the equipment that you were given by the Kaligo Shire, different resources for your journey, and have had the opportunity in the interim time from the last session to get some shopping done. And you are currently all sitting in the back of a horse-drawn carriage on your way down the main street through the city, through the farmlands and the fields to the southern borderline of the Veil of Night. And let's talk a little bit about where Aurora's mind is right now. Aurora, you are recalling the conversation that you had last night with your grandmother. And so I would like to take us all in a little bit of a flashback, since Charmy was not on stream with us last week. You are standing outside of the guest house on the Incineratus Palisade property that you know belongs to your grandmother, whom you affectionately call Nanny Opal.
I step up to the doorway and give a signature little knock that will signal to her that it's me, specifically.
You knock to a particular cadence, and it isn't long before the door simply opens for you. And you are let inside to the delicious scent of freshly made tea, and the curling smoke of incense coming from another room.
Step inside, make a beeline for the good smells, where I know she'll be.
Mm-hmm. You see sitting in the chair is an elderly fire genasi woman. Her flames are probably a little bit more on the yellow-orange side. She's wearing a heavier shawl around her shoulders, though you joke with her that it's entirely not necessary given the fact that you are, in fact, partially made of fire. But she complains about being colder in her old age, her flame maybe not quite being as heated as it was in the days of her youth. And she, sitting in a rocking chair, there is a table, a wide, oblong kind of ovular table in front of her. There is a tea set. It is a very fancy tea set, as of course it is. In the corner of the room is a little altar to your ancestors and fallen brethren, and also to your sister Dante. So there is incense curling across the room and out the door from that altar as she turns to you and smiles broadly, and she says, "Oh, I see you have come to visit me this afternoon."
Yes, Nanny, hello. And I'll go over, give her a kiss on the cheek and a little hug. And kind of, is there like a stool or a cushion or something?
Yeah,
by her?
there's a seat next to her. It is not a rocking chair. It's more of like a low stool.
Great. So I'll take a seat there and kind of hold her hand and say, has Mother talked to you about what's going on with me?
Oh, she didn't need to. I hear the rumblings from the servants, as you well know, my dear.
Of course. Well, I did want to come and, say goodbye since I'm going to be leaving for a while. For a while, I'll be back.
I know you will.
Good.
I am glad you are finally getting to find your own way in the world outside of the Veil.
I'm trying my best. And I think it's going to work this time.
I am sure that it will. I have every faith in you, my dear.
Thanks. And she's just like kind of beaming and childlike, just happy with her, what is like obviously her favorite family member.
Yeah.
And she says, I was also wondering if I could maybe ask you a favor.
Anything, of course. What can I do for you, my dear?
Well, I'm gonna be on the road for a while, and like the rations that you buy are really like they're not great. It would be really nice if you could maybe pack me something.
Oh, I see. You have come looking for snacks today, not simply a farewell. What would you like, my dear?
I'll tell her whatever my favorite is.
Yeah, you'll list out your favorite snacks, and she will smile knowingly at you and get up with your assistance and go with you into the kitchen. You know she is hamming it up to get you to help her. She is perfectly capable of doing things on her own, but she does this to literally everyone, because most people in the Vale, save for a few elves, are significantly younger than she is. And so she likes very much, as you well know, to ham up the fact that she's old. But you know that if a bear or something burst its way into the yard, she would kick its ass in a heartbeat.
Definitely. And she's the only person that Aurora would lift a finger for in a kind of manual labory kind of sense.
So you chit-chat in the kitchen, and she gets together some treats for the road, dried fruits and such, different kinds of tea that you might be able to make over the fire with your mess kit, and a little jar that she wraps in heavy cloth of a particular type of fruit preserve, whatever your favorite is the one that she has. You know she does. And she looks to you after packing some things up into some canvas that you can slip into your pack to keep it cool and to keep it from getting jostled too much or broken. And she looks at you after she sets all this out, and she says, "My little Amber, I know you did not come here only for snacks."
Okay, so there's one other thing I would really appreciate if you could help me with. And I was wondering if you had something of Dante's that you'd be willing to let me hold on to. Something small.
She thinks for a second. Something small. Surely you deserve to have a token of your sister. And she will walk over on her own this time to the altar on the other side of the living room, adjacent to the small kitchen in this home. And she will pluck from the altar a golden necklace, a locket.
Hesitate and then hold my hand out for it.
She will hold it out to you and drop it, jingling into your palm. You know what is inside this locket. It is illustrations of both you and Dante.
Thank you. Can you do me one last favor and not tell Mother? I don't want her to get worried and, I just need to keep this private.
She will nod and say, "I expected this. You never want me to tell her anything, but especially not about her."
It's better this way. This way...
I agree. Less fights. Nova and I do not see things the same way. She views your powers as a curse, and I do not. You know that, right?
I do. You never made me feel like it was out of the ordinary or bad to be this way, but I think that if I can direct myself in the right ways, mingle with the right people, find the right knowledge, I can find her. So I gotta do this.
She will nod and say, "If that is what you know to be true in your heart, who am I to tell you no? If you have a feeling about it, then it must be true. Trust those instincts." Yeah. Trust those instincts. I know we have not spoken of this in great detail in the past, but trust your power, Aurora. I know others do not, but you should. You are the culmination of the efforts of our ancestors. That is why you have this power. Now, and she will tap her cane on the ground, 1, 2, and say, "Off you go. I know the Caligo Shirei do not like to wait."
Of course.
But first, give me a hug, and she will wrap you up in a big warm hug.
Hug and just tell her I'll miss her, and
oh yeah,
probably get a little misty-eyed, but then hold it in because she is excited to be leaving.
Yeah, she hugs you for a long time, probably to the point where most grandchildren would complain and be like, "Oh my God, let me go, it's fine," but she just she holds you and gives you just the biggest, most loving hug before finally letting go and giving you a kiss on each of your cheeks and saying goodbye.
This was the afternoon before, right?
Yep.
So then Aurora promptly goes out and gets drunk.
I knew that was coming. You go on one last bender, one last victory lap of the city. And I will say, even now that you are on the cart with your friends, you are maybe not drunk, but you are very hungover. It was a wild night that you spent without the rest of the party, and we'll leave it at that. So in the present, as all of you are sitting in the back of this wooden cart, being brought to where you know is the southern end of the Veil of Night, I would like to go around and ask everybody what is on their mind as they are reaching the Veil Gate. So we'll start with Revelation. What are you thinking about? What you thinking about?
Revelation is thinking about the group, I think. I mean, I've been on. Like, I'm more excited about all of the secrets that these people hold. I think that talking to my mom really sort of recentered that interest in me. So I'm not worried about Southmore. I'm worried about getting Dayu to say things that are, like, informative and sad rather than just sad.
Gotcha. And what is Nikita thinking about?
I think she's feeling what she normally feels when she leaves the city, I guess. Where it's like a lot of excitement. She feels like she could be more herself, but she's also kind of feeling like this is a lot more long-term. Kind of feeling like she's leaving some of the things with her dad behind, but she's so excited to beat things up. Like, she's just like itching for it at this point. So that's really what she's thinking about right now.
Sin, what you thinking about?
Sin is anxiously writing in a journal.
Oh, okay.
He's just he doesn't really like know what the sun is like. And so he's just sort of like he's writing down his thoughts so he doesn't just sort of like spiral into like anxiety. And keeps looking back out the back of this like cart and just like watching Okurai slowly get smaller and smaller. Like he just seems really on edge and just scribbling madly in like this brand new journal that he's got.
Dayu, what about you?
So, I think before getting onto the carriage, like riddled with just like, oh, here we go. Like, because she knows exactly where we're going, right? She's going home. So she was definitely more closed off, not talking, kind of making biscuits with her hands.
Aww.
And then we see horses. She has never been on a carriage before. She knows what horses are, but has she like seen one in person? Probably not.
You absolutely have.
Okay, I've never seen one this
maybe
close
not up,
in
yeah,
person.
maybe not up close, yeah.
Yeah, this close. It's like when it's like going beyond the gates of the zoo. Okay, that's how she's feeling right now. And so she's like looking at the horses. She probably opted to sit closer to them so she could like pet their like backs or something. And she's like, whoa. So she's she is distracted by the horses up until we reach the border of the barrier. Then she kind of knows what to do when leaving a dark area and, ascending to the light.
Right.
Yeah, she knows exactly what to do, how to protect her eyes from eye strain. But until then, horsey time.
Horsey time.
Horsey time.
So it's kind of like an open air kind of cart. Think like opening scene of Skyrim type cart. Although I hate to make jokes about arrows to the knee. So I imagine you're sitting up front with the driver. So you're finally awake. Which is exactly what the driver says to you. Oh no. Joke's on you guys. This is Skyrim, the TTRPG. You are sitting up front. In order to reach the horses, you would have to sit up front with probably like the Veil Guard or whichever. It's probably a Veil Guard who is just driving the carriage so that you can pet them while you guys are walking. It takes a bit of leaning to do, but I will allow it.
Then I'm leaning like a child.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, half of me is off. Someone has to watch me before I just fall off the carriage. I'm way more interested in these horses than I am in, I don't know, the plot.
I might be making assumptions here, but I feel like Nikita would be the one to, yeah.
I was just thinking that, just kind of casually holding on to the back of her shirt.
Holding on to a belt loop or something.
Yeah.
Just to keep her from falling on her face into horse shit and mud. As the rain continues to fall, you do eventually approach the general vicinity of where some of you know where that Veil Gate is, and some of you have never seen it before. And what you come across here in this space is a bit of a grove at the foot of a mountain. And eventually the cart is kind of brought to a stop. And sorry, the snoring is very distracting, but I'm not going to make him move. I don't have it in me to make him move. You come to a little glen where there's little smaller trees and different, you ever seen in stone and sand gardens where it's little stones that are kind of stacked. Some notate road markings, some are graves, things like that. You see similar things to that in this area as the cart is brought to a stop. And you see ahead of you, beyond the trees, a larger stone structure that looks like stairs going up. And the Veil Guard. We can just pretend the Honk Shimimis are one of the members of the party having a cart nap. He's gonna be snoring like this probably the whole session, so we're just gonna have to bear with it. It's you, Sin snoring? Yeah. You got all your anxiety out journaling, and now you're snoring. So the cart comes to a stop, and you are let off. The rain is getting a little heavier now as you gather your things and hop off the cart. Step into the mud to this little glen of trees beyond where the grass is much thicker, so it's a little bit less muddy than the road is. You are literally at the end of the road. Emerging through the trees is an individual in dark gray robes, and sticking out from the hood is large deer antlers. It is one of the druids of the Vale, one of the older druids of the Vale, who you do not know by name, and they do not give it to you. As they approach, they indicate for you to follow them.
One of Sin's old enemies.
I don't know if you know this particular druid.
That's fair.
Wow, Sin, not all druids.
Not all druids. Oh no.
Considering what Reb is trying to do, maybe all druids.
Maybe. So yeah, do you follow?
Follow.
Sin does try to talk to get this man to say anything. He's like, "Oh, are you our guide?"
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. Speak.
To
Great.
the gate.
The gate.
Yes.
Sin is gonna look at everybody else because he's gonna assume that someone else here knows what the fuck the gate is.
All druids are beautiful. You guys are killing me in chat. Hydrate. I am hydrating. This is sparkling water and it doesn't have alcohol in it. It's liquid death. See, look, it's actual water. Please sponsor me. They say, yes, I am going to open the gate.
Your audio cut out.
Yes, I'm going to open the gate for you. I'm not as close to my mic as I would like to be because dog.
No worries.
I'm gonna try to move it closer. I'm also trying not to block my face. Yeah, so they say I'm going to open the gate for you. So in that way, I am your guide.
Am I familiar with the gate?
Yes. You came through the northern gate.
Mm-hmm.
There are only 2 gates, and both are heavily guarded. You don't see guards right now, but you know that they are here.
Oh, the gatekeeping of the gates.
So you're going to take us to the gate, and after that we're on our own?
Yes.
Right. Any tips to prepare some of the people who have not passed through the gate?
It is not unlike a doorway. You don't need any tips. You just step through once it's open. And they say this as you were walking up the steps. You're walking and talking. And you go up one flight of steps, there's a small landing, you go up another one, and then again, and then you are out on this large rectangular stretch of carved stone flooring that leads up to another very small set of steps and another platform. And what you see at the top of it is all gray stone. All of the stones have runes etched into them. And at the top platform is a arrangement of stones that appear to be embedded into the barrier of night in a circle, a large circle.
I think Sin is shaking just that little bit. And I think he's staring at this circle, and there is a part of him that wants to check it out and just walk back to Okurai. And I think he looks I think he'd look to Aurora, who I think out of like everyone else he's known of, if they haven't been friends, you know, the longest. And he sort of does like a little chuckle and is just like, everything's gonna be okay, right?
Yes, most likely we will walk through and then get guidance from Dayu, right, on where to go next. And she's just like interpreting this as a mission conversation as opposed to a like personal conversation.
That's fine. He's gonna let a misunderstanding stand.
But you say this out loud, right?
Yes. Oh
And,
yeah, he said this out loud.
And Dai will go, oh, I can only help so much. But close your eyes when you exit, and then open them slowly, or else.
Oh, yeah, it hurts, kind of.
What hurts?
Your eyeballs.
But why? The magic?
No.
Do you ever, like,
That's
stare
excellent.
into a candle, like, for too long and just look at that, and then you look away and you kind of, like, your vision feels weird?
I mean, you learn not to do that when you're like 6 as a lantern lighter.
Have you
just-
ever rubbed your eyes with your knuckles?
Yes?
Like that, except it tickles you in a not nice way in the back of your head, like a migraine.
Why would anyone ever live out there?
I ask myself
goes
this
away.
many times.
It goes away pretty quick.
Just don't look at it
Um,
directly. Just make sure to do that, because it will. Again, you learned not to stare at light, so do not stare at the big light.
The
That's a
the
scientific
guardian.
term?
While this conversation is happening, the guardian is standing near this gate, which is currently just black energy of the barrier of night. Kind of clears their throat. Are you ready?
Yes.
And they will look up a little bit and beyond you, because there's trees all surrounding this place. Everything is kind of covered in trees. It's very like thick underbrush and thick just greenery here. It makes it hard to see beyond this area, probably by design. You're actually not quite sure if there's magic surrounding this place as well. It definitely feels different than the rest of the Vale in this space. If anybody would like to roll an Arcana check, anybody who is proficient in Arcana, you may do so. Nobody proficient.
What if
I
I'm
will
bard
here.
proficient?
Bard proficient counts.
I'm gonna roll.
Okay.
I realized something. I didn't take out dice. 1 second.
I got an 8.
8. Crazy 8.
It's a straight roll, but I rolled a 17.
I think you have a plus in Arcana anyway, so that's
No,
that's
I got
good
plus 0 because
Oh, you
I
plus
got
0.
a -1, baby.
Okay. So, Dayu, you notice this the most, probably because you've been here before, in this exact place, but you know that this space, this gate area, is actually technically and magically speaking separate from the Vale. You're in the Vale, but you're not in the Vale right now.
Then
Almost
I go,
like a pocket dimension, but you don't know that you stepped into it.
okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll just start mumbling and just go, oh, I remember this one. This is a weird time.
It's a weird time. It's true.
Everything that Dayu is saying is just making Sin more anxious about whatever the fuck is past this gateway.
Good.
I continue to do so. You exist
Perfect.
or you don't exist.
Exists where you don't exist. Oh no, it's terrible.
We're in a place where it's like there's a hole in your pant pocket and it continues into your pants that gets caught on the hem.
The veiled veil. Oh no, you guys.
The pantaloons of
It doesn't have a
veils.
name. It's just a pocket dimension.
We're now trouser lost. Don't laugh at that. Don't you fucking dare laugh at that.
You can't tell me not to laugh.
Not funny. Don't laugh.
It's kind of funny.
The guardian is just waiting. Looks unamused.
Should we just go?
Let's pass.
All right, 1 second. And they look again beyond you as if looking for a signal of some kind. And after a moment, they take their staff and hold it out before them and tap 3 times into the stone. And you realize that the stone that they're tapping with the staff, it has an indent. And everything lights up. Bright blue energy in this space. It's probably the brightest thing any of you have seen in a long time. Not quite blinding. It's more of like a soft glow, but this space is now filled with this glowing light blue energy, and little motes of light start floating up from all of the various runes that some of you know to be druidic, but a form of druidic that is not easily legible on every single stone in this place. And the lights kind of emanate out from that spot in the floor, activating every single stone in the stairs, on the platform, and in the platform right next to you until the light reaches the ring. And the middle of the ring starts glowing a bright blue as well, until it gives way to golden sunlight and open fields beyond.
So when the blue light started, Sin screwed his eyes shut. And as soon as he can sort of read the reaction of the room, like this light beyond his eyeballs, he runs with like a battle cry, just straight forward. Like eyes closed, because he is so freaked out. He knows that if he doesn't like go now, he might not go.
Who follows him?
Nikita's gonna shut her eyes to adjust to the light and walk through. Not running.
Yeah, I'll walk through too. Eyes like kind of covered instead of fully closed.
And as each of you leave this space, what you realize is when you exit the Veil Gate and you turn around, all you see is solid stone mountain behind you. The gate immediately closes upon your exit. And the only thing to indicate that it existed at all is a couple little motes of light blue energy before they too fade in the sunlight. You are now in the outside world. And beyond you, it is early morning. The sun is not yet high in the sky, and before you is a long, singular road cutting through long, rolling fields that look to be rather dark in color. The earth here is darker in color, almost marshy looking, and patches of dryness amidst this dark, marshy color ahead of you on the dirt road.
Revelation looks deeply displeased by the mud in our features.
Oh yeah.
Aurora too.
I think Sin trips in mud.
Oh. Yeah, roll me, what are you bad at? You're good at dexterity. I feel like with your eyes closed, you would definitely have disadvantage on like
My love, I'm gonna choose to fail.
You're just gonna choose to fail? Okay.
I'm gonna choose to fail.
Alright,
I
yeah,
told
you trip in the mud.
He's gonna trip.
Yeah, you trip in the mud. Absolutely. Completely face plant in the warm. It's a little bit warm. It's definitely warmer out here than it is in the Vale. In the mud on the ground.
Sin opens his eyes slowly and starts pushing himself out of the mud and just sort of like looks around and is like, Why would anyone live here? And starts slowly picking himself out of the mud.
There's mud in Okudai.
Yeah, but what is all this?
Light.
Why is it this bright? How long is this gonna last?
It's not that bright yet.
Yet?
Yeah, the sun's not out.
And it's
It's
like
right-
half a day
About most of the day.
ish.
Mm. Depends where you are. Technically, Southwark gets a lot of it.
My favorite is the moon later on. You might like that too.
I know the moon. We have a moon,
Well,
like-
well, sure. I mean, moon? Well,
But you don't know the moon.
you'll get time with the moon.
yeah, I don't. What does that mean to you?
I'm a moon priestess. You showed up at my
Yeah.
place of work.
Listen. Yeah, but you said it like you were like a personal friend of the moon.
Well, we
that
talk
what religion
on
is?
occasion. Look at that revelation.
gods.
And I'm not even Rev.
Your god speaks with you regularly.
Yeah? Are you looking at me like that's not normal?
Is it normal for religious people to talk directly to gods?
That's what they say, but I don't know necessarily how often it happens.
It's normal for me.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just built different.
Christ.
Sin laughs and he's like, probably. And I think when like again is like fully like out of the mud, like shaking like the mud off, is like reaching under his like his shawl thing and sort of like almost muttering into it like, you don't fucking talk to me. And then it's just like, all right, where do we go?
Firstly, I pull out a card and I cast Prestidigitation to get the mud off of Sin. And I poof the mud off and the mud will just slide off. Like you're suddenly mud repellent. But
Sin
unfortunately, it's back at your toesies, so just don't step in it, you know? Mhm. And then Daya will go, I don't know. I go south. I think that's south. I point.
There's a
Forward.
road.
As a camper.
Who here is proficient in survival?
Me?
Double check.
Okay.
I should know this.
Oh my god, Wyatt, you're doing a heckin' snooze. Maybe if I take the donut
So
off,
cute.
will you not snore so much if I take this off you? I'm just gonna eat it. Yeah. Is that better? I know you're still gonna snore, but that's fine.
Yeah, I'm also proficient.
But I don't know shit.
I don't know shit. Okay, so that's enough of that. I'm gonna see if this will play. It might not. A friend of mine is a musician and wrote a Southmore song.
Ooh, that's awesome.
A song. Ooh.
Yes.
Fuck y'all. Like, I got a song.
Fuck y'all. We got songs. We got original music up in this bitch.
You got the Veil of Night or whatever. You're gonna die in a year, but I got a song.
Fuck everybody in the Veil. We got
Alright.
music. Wow, I magically cured your snoring, didn't I? Maybe he was doing it on purpose. We'll never know. Anyway, sorry about that. I was like, oh no, it didn't upload. Why didn't it work? So I had to go find the file again. Which is on my phone, so that didn't make things easier. So, yeah, you start heading down, the only road that you can see anywhere is just the one in front of you. Dayu, you know where you are. This is where you came into the Vale. And you know that, day or two trek, depending, on circumstances, through the hills here, you will reach, Blockade, which is where you have agreed to, meet someone.
Which, I'm realizing I haven't mentioned it to the group
Yes.
at all. So like, I don't know, halfway down, I'll just be like, oh yeah, so I talked to my friend. My friend will come and help us a little bit.
All right. The
Your
name?
friend?
Then, Kazuhiko.
Kazuhiko. Okay.
Just look for a red fox.
Like
And
you
help us.
or
Like
Shifter
me.
like me, yeah, but I'm a bunny.
right?
And help us how?
Oh, he's a hunter, so walking might be good. I wasn't able to talk much, so he just knows to beat us there in, he said 3 days time.
And that was a couple days ago.
It's been 2 days, so he'll be there like tomorrow, and we'll be there like a Friday.
Is he going to wait for us?
I hope.
You know he will.
Oh, thank you, Jennifer. No, he will.
Okay.
Neat.
Well, I say we start walking so we don't miss them. Just in case they decide to not stick around.
Is this person a friend, like, through thick and thin friend? Or is this a friend, like, someone you knew, like, a couple? Well, no, they're probably a thick and through friend. Thick and thin friend.
We grew
Thick.
up together.
Is that thick and thin?
Most of the time.
Okay.
Sometimes when you have people who you grew up with, things will end badly. And then they aren't friends through thick and thin. Or complicated. Sometimes they'll just end complicated. You have
This
weird
sounds like
emotional feelings about it.
A really good story to hear while we walk, you know?
Oh yeah, you guys.
Oh,
can
Sid has
totally-
been walking away from you guys this entire time.
No, we're walking. I'm assuming we're
It-
walking and talking.
Yeah.
Oh,
Aurora-
yeah.
and Aurora
Um,
is trying to draw more information out of you about that.
Wait, then when you say that, Sid's like, I'll tell you if you tell me about your house.
I already did tell you about my house.
The full story?
It got struck by lightning. It burned down. I don't know what else there is to say.
Then why are you so guilty about it getting struck down by lightning?
Oh,
Wow.
Are you going to tell me the story if I tell you?
Yes? Because I don't think you'll tell me?
Because I called the lightning.
You can call lightning?
On purpose or?
On purpose. It's a strong word.
Intentionally.
Little bit accidental.
Ah.
Mostly accidental.
That sounds
Is
slightly more
that-
on the list. Sorry.
Is that something you've worked on, or is that whoever shares a
Definitely.
tent with you has to
Yes.
worry about that?
The palisade is still standing, isn't it? We spent the whole night in the bathhouse and no fire.
What
So,
makes you call lightning?
magic?
Right, I'm sorry, I just assumed this maybe like a storm has to pass by for it to be like, oh, accident, or...
Like if you're too pissed.
That's a really good question. Maybe you'll learn more when you tell me your story.
I don't think that's how this works. But
You said
okay.
you'd tell me.
Yeah, but you didn't tell me the full story. So why should I tell you, alright, I talked to my exes before we left. Now tell me more of your story.
I gave you at least 2 sentences, Sin.
I think Sin laughs and like it's not mean. It's generally jovial and like he grins over at Aurora. I was like, alright, you menace. I spoke to my exes before I left, and things felt better than they had in a long time, and that feels weird.
Ooh, so good feelings, but as you were leaving, so bad feelings. Very interesting.
I feel like that's like a normal way to feel. Probably. I don't know. You guys have exes?
No.
I don't usually let them get to X level, you know? That's like a lot
Same.
of work.
Oh, I just don't understand.
You don't understand the concept of exes or the concept of being able to get to X status?
Relationships altogether. I mean, if I'm being honest, romantic ones. I mean, I've seen people on dates before, and
Honestly, fair. Me too. I don't really get it, but like we can talk about it. Like I've dealt with it for longer in a social situation.
we're talking about you and Aurora.
I'm not trying
Mostly
to like.
about Sin.
I'm not.
Both of you.
Nikita, I'm simply offering a hand later. It doesn't have to be now.
My hands are fine.
I don't know. It sounds like a little bit vulnerable. You sure?
You were saying about your exes.
I said my 2 sentences. It's
All right.
Aurora's
Aurora,
turn.
your turn.
Okay, what is it? 2 sentences?
Oh boy.
Okay,
We're never gonna get the
okay.
story by the time we reach the barricade. Just like the walking.
What I'll say is, before my house burned down, I hadn't called lightning before. I have since done it a bit, you know, so I've got practice now. So not really as much danger as the first time.
Do you not know where your powers come from?
I have an idea. Pretty solid idea.
Have you had, like, formal training?
Formal training in magic? No.
Ah, all that money and you couldn't buy a tutor?
First of all, ouch. Second of all, my parents would never, never let me, like, get deeper in than I am now. But, no, it was more of like a spur of the moment kind of thing, you know? It, like, bubbled out.
Mm.
So you're
Wow.
self-taught.
Or more
Does
of,
your
like,
family?
it just happens. And then I kind of figure out how to make it happen better.
Does your family
I'm sorry. you go
dislike you using magic?
I think they're used to it now. Some of them enjoy it more than others.
Well, they're not here now, so if you want, help, I can help.
Sure. Are you a magic teacher? Do you do lightning?
I can, maybe on occasion. Not yet. No, I can. Wait, what am I saying? I can do it. 1 second. 1 second. Let me just
Right
remember
now?
how to do it. it's no big deal.
I don't
It's
know.
no
We should do
big
this
deal.
right
And I
now.
cast Thunderclap.
Oh.
I clap, just bam, and then
Scares the shit out of Aurora.
Okay. You cast Thunderclap.
to the air. Like I don't want to hit anyone. Like
Yep.
you know, it's like to prove a point. Like oh wait. Like
Yep, I guess
Damn.
I should tell you what I was going to tell you before you
Oops.
did that, because now it's even more relevant.
Oh my god.
Dayu, even in the midst of this conversation, you heard something that wasn't quite indicative of you being alone out here, and you're not entirely sure, but you thought you heard some shuffling, but you got so wrapped up in the conversation and then the casting of Thunderclap that now that shuffling has turned into full-on basically sprinting as you hear the gurgles and groans of undead. And
And I
coming
go,
over
"Oh."
the hill to your left.
And I go,
Is-
oh, that's what I heard. Oh.
Yep. Off to the left, what you hear. And what you see now is a couple of hulking figures, gray-skinned creatures with no real obvious gender to speak of, just all skin and scale and long tongue, and in addition to that, a couple of humanoid undead shambling towards you. I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative.
15. Oh,
I
wait.
didn't mean to click that one.
21.
That's super epic. I just want the easy battle music. Okay. So how I like to do initiative is everybody rolls your thing, and then I will call out so that I can write my little tracker over here. So, that being said, who rolled 20 and up? Sin, what'd you roll?
21.
Okay, 21 for Sin. Hey, it's our first combat. Who rolled 15 to 19? Okay, Dayu, what'd you get? You're probably the most dexterous.
I got 19.
You got a 19. Did anybody meet or beat a 19? Okay, so 19 for Dayu. Aurora, what'd you get?
16.
Did anybody meet or beat a 16?
18.
Okay, 18 for Rev. 16 for Aurora. And Nikita, what'd you get?
15.
15. Very good initiative, y'all. And now I'm gonna roll for the monsters. Oops, I gotta add one to the tracker here. Let me take that guy out of there. I didn't mean to put him in there. Okay. So I'm going to the encounter. Okay. Bear with me just a second. Right now,
Yeah,
what
hold
you
on,
see. Right now, what you see is 3 figures shambling towards you. And up first is Sin. It's a little loud. Let me turn
I
it
don't
down.
think Sin's ever seen undead.
No, definitely not.
So I think like he is sort of like looking like what is that? What are those? And the more they shamble, he's like, stop moving. I honestly think that like he wastes his turn trying to like yell at those things to stop moving.
You yell at these shambling undead creatures to stop moving, and all you hear in response is as they continue to run in your direction. So that's your turn.
I think I'd like to hold an action for if these things get close enough, then he will attack.
Okay. So you are holding an attack for when they reach you. Okay, up next is Dayu.
I know what these are.
Yep.
I look at them.
You see 2 zombies and a ghast. I'm sorry, not a ghast. A ghast. I always mix up ghast and ghoul. It's a ghast.
Then I think just because I watched Sid do that in front of me, and I just go zombie, zombie, ghast, and I pull out my cards. And my first action will be to use my spirit focus to use Tales from Beyond.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll my a bardic inspiration die to determine what I get. Is this a D12? That's a D10. I don't know what a D12 looks like. Look at this.
It's this one.
And I got.
I wanted to show off my dice, really. That's all that was for.
That's nice. Okay, I got 3. So I got Tales of the Beloved Friends. And I guess I'd like to use my bonus action right away, since this one in particular allows me to target myself or someone else and another creature of my choice within like 5 feet.
Okay.
And we gain temporary hit points equal to the roll of a bardic inspiration die plus my charisma modifier.
So you're pulling a card as your action, and as your bonus action, you're
Using it.
utilizing the card. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still getting used to the spirit college
How it
stuff.
works?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, don't worry. Me too. I don't even know. I think it's a D6 that I rolled right now. So
okay.
I guess I'll aim for Nikita, because Nikita is the one that's most likely going to go front and center. And
Okay.
I can string it to someone else, actually. I'll do Nikita, and I will do Aurora, because Aurora just announced that she doesn't know how to control her magic. And so this is a just in case scenario. So you both are gonna get 10 temporary hit points, because I rolled a 6 on my bardic inspiration die.
And that includes you, right?
No, it doesn't, because I'm giving it to Aurora. I can choose like the target, and one of the targets could be myself, but in this case, it's let me choosing 2 different targets.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So Rev, and I have you in my notes as Nikki because I'm lazy and I don't want to write your whole name. You now have 10 temporary hit points, which you can put into your character sheet if you need help with. It's just the little temps part on the side, on the right side of that box. So you can just type 10 in there.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And I think what you see though is I drew the lover's card. Let's say that, because that has two figures on it.
Aww.
And these 2 pink spirits kind of just start circling you both. Not to like get in your way or anything, but it's sort of like to indicate that you have what you have. And I think they look like little bunnies. I think it's just little spirit bunnies. Yeah, hopping in the air around you. And because I play too much Pathfinder, movement is its own thing, right? I can just move.
Yeah,
it doesn't cost an action to move.
Correct.
Okay. Yes. I'd like to move a bit back then.
Okay. How far back would you like to move? Your movement is 30 feet, so you can move anything up to that amount.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to move then. I'll move 20 feet back, so that way it's like, I'm at the back, but I can still reach with my spells and stuff.
Okay.
And I think what I do instead is just a giant hop back.
Yes, you can absolutely do that. So you actually just plant your feet into the dirt, almost like you used to do this all the time, exactly like you used to do this all the time, and bound backwards to get to the back of the party, where you rightfully belong as the party healer. Okay, is that it for your turn? You did your action, bonus action, and you
action,
moved.
bonus action, movement. Yep.
As a note, it's always a free action to talk on your turn, and also a free action to cry.
Then I also used a free action because I went zombie cast.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Sendai, it is now Revelation's turn with Aurora on deck. Sorry, I'm normally better about saying who's on deck. So, Revelation, it is your turn, and then it will be Aurora's turn.
Yes. Unseen to the party, because Revelation is very covered clothes-wise.
Yes.
The sort of shifting light beneath her skin begins to concentrate in a few specific points around, like, her arms, like pulse points. And I'm entering my starry form of Archer.
Yes.
And as that happens, she wears a circular crystal around her neck, and it sort of slips up in front of her face, and the sort of light from her pupils is almost like concentrated into it, and it bursts out into a bolt at one of the, let's say, the guest. So
Okay.
I will cast Guiding Bolt.
Ooh, we love to
Which
see it.
is a attack roll.
Yes.
Okay. That is a 17.
17 to hit. That hits.
Yes. Awesome.
That was at the ghast, correct?
That was at the ghast.
Yeah,
so
that
it
definitely
is
hits. Absolutely hits.
4d6 radiant.
We love to see it. Hold on, I gotta put the donut on the dog again, but I am
I
listening.
accidentally added a d4 there. But that is 11 points of radiant damage as the bolt strikes into this ghast, and whoever attacks it next gets advantage.
Is Rev staying calm to all this? Like, how calm is Rev right now?
11 damage. Okay.
I think that Rev, Rev is maybe not as calm as Dayu, but is certainly on the Dayu side of the scale versus the Sin side of.
A scale from Sin to Dayu. How upset are you at some of this?
That's its own thing. Okay, anything else for Rev?
Move back towards where Dayu is standing as well.
So you will move. Are you gonna stand next to Dayu or just near Dayu?
Oh, just near, like
Okay.
back 15, 20 feet.
Okay. No. Next up, it is Aurora with Nikita on deck.
Okay, so the guiding bolted one, is that the scariest looking one of the group?
Yes, it is the strongest looking one. This one has like muscle, and the other ones are just kind of withered corpses that are shambling at you.
And does it look like it was significantly impacted by Revelation's work?
It definitely looks like it was damaged.
Okay. So, are they within 30 feet? Sorry, I'm just asking questions instead of doing anything.
They are no. Asking questions is good. They are. Yeah, we'll say they're about 40 feet out from where you are right now. And I'll share the artwork on the stream of the ghast. Just a classic ghast, so, you know, things and stuff. creepy creature.
Oh, no.
Big claws.
Oh.
Now that is what you were fighting. That is one of the things you were fighting right now. The others are just zombies.
Okay. Yeah, that's sufficiently scary.
Yeah, that's pretty scary
What a
looking.
slutty waist.
That's a lot of, that's a,
He's
that's
a
a
long-
snatched waist with a long tongue. What the
He-
fuck's
James
going on?
Cameron would
He's a twink. He's a cross between a bear and a twink. He's a twonk zombie.
No.
You went there with the fucking snatched waist. Don't ask me not to take it there. You took it there. He's a
I
twonk.
acknowledge this is my fault, but I refuse to deal with the
Undead
consequences.
twonk. He's not a ghast anymore. He's an undead twonk.
New name.
New name.
So
I
to
gotta
get
call
within-
wizards real quick. They gotta change the monster manual for me.
So to get within 30 feet of them, I'll move 10 feet forward, and like
Yeah,
Aurora
let's
is
go.
clearly like not excited to be moving right now, just kind of like glancing at Nikita, like please come closer to me. But she'll move forward by 10 feet, and then she'll go, I do so know how to use my magic, and cast at first level on
Witch bolt.
Witch Bolt. And I'm also going to spend a sorcery point. And so instead of a single bolt of lightning streaking out just at the twunk, there will be a second one that will go to one of the other zombies as well.
Okay. So you do have advantage against the twonk. I'm changing the name to twonk in my notes too.
Okay, so I'll roll that one first.
Does this count as disrespecting the dead?
Yeah.
I mean, he's
hope,
undead, so no.
I hope it does.
Isn't
I want them
undead,
to
like,
be
not dead?
disrespected.
They're like disrespectful dead. So I mean,
Yeah,
I love that band.
they're they're the ungrateful dead.
I'm
Damn
so
it.
sorry, Sharby. I shouldn't be fucking joking while you're doing your turn. You're cool. You're doing
This is
witch
normal
bolt
at my
stuff.
table. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It gave me time to do all the rolls, and
Perfect.
The
luckily
man.
one of them did hit. So the first one where I had advantage was a 20. Wait,
Uh,
25.
Absolutely hits the gas, no problem.
The second one is 12.
Against one of the zombies, that hits.
Yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Great. So now, okay, a beam of blue energy launches out towards a creature. On a hit, they take 1d12 lightning damage. So for the twunk, it's 4 lightning, and for the zombie, it's 8 lightning damage.
Okay, we're gonna call
And-
this zombie 1.
Okay.
Okay, so 8 damage against the zombie.
Yes.
Okay, let me see. Okay.
And,
And sorry, go
um,
ahead.
At this point, there's like a crackling lightning beam between Aurora and each of those two undead, kind of linking us together, and yeah, sustained between us. That's the word I was looking for. And that's my turn.
Alrighty. And after your turn, actually, let's see. This thing is. Oh. Nope, I can't do that. That needs to not be in this. Go away. And take it back. That's for another time. Okay. The ghast is going to well, let's see. Let me look at the the spell here. So on a hit, target takes 1d12 lightning damage, and on each of your turns for the duration, you can use your action to deal 1d12 lightning damage to the target automatically. In this case, you have 2. Spell ends if you use your action to do anything else. Spell also ends if the target are outside of the spell's range, which is 30 feet. Okay, so he is actually going to, the Ghast, the Twunk, is going to, I just saw your reaction in chat. The Twunk is going to advance 30 feet, so really meeting you in the middle here, and is going to do a claw attack against you, Aurora. That is not gonna hit, is it? No, it is not. Yeah, that's a total of 7 to hit, so that's gonna be a no. I will say,
Bunny block.
Bunny block, yes. So I will. The bunny absolutely deflects the claws. But I will say, let's see. Starts the turn. So. Something you notice, Aurora, even with your passive perception in the heat of battle, this thing smells really bad, like a horrible, acrid, acidic, mixed with dead smell. It does not smell good. You are not totally sure you want to be next to this thing, and it is right in front of you.
You.
That is its turn. Nikita, it is your turn, and then the zombies go.
All right. So the gas is in front of Aurora, right?
Correct. It is directly in front of Aurora.
And they're like, what was it? Like, she said she moved up 10 feet. So do I... Okay, good. Okay. Am I in range basically to walk up, basically run up? I
yeah,
guess?
you can run up to this thing. Yeah.
So I feel like Nikita's going to really like just get into it, and she's just gonna let out a scream, and she's going to go into a rage, and she's gonna get claws. But
okay.
She's gonna take out her. No, she doesn't just use her claws. She's gonna like sprint like from her spot and go straight for the gas and just wail on him.
Are you using your greatsword?
No, I'm using my claws.
You're using your claws. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Roll to hit.
Hit 7.
Against the gas, does not hit.
Yeah. Do I get another or no?
Nope, you don't get your second attack
Cool.
Until later levels.
Later. Got it.
Yep. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Bonus action wise, that is it. Bonus action was the rage, and then that was the attack, so.
Raged.
I'm good.
And don't forget to mark off your rage on your character sheet, otherwise you'll forget, and so will I. Just as a reminder, marking your spell slots and stuff, it helps you just as much as it helps me. Or you can write it down, whatever makes you happy. Okay, so that is Nikita's turn. Now it is the zombies' turns. Collectively. One zombie, let's see how much movement. One zombie is going to dash towards, I'm gonna say, Nikita, but it only reaches you on its turn because it has to dash to reach you. It has a shorter movement speed than the ghast does. It's a lot slower than the ghast, but it is coming up to the side of you on its turn. The other zombie is going to come around the other side, and I'll say just for zombie 1 is the one that is coming up to Nikita, so that is the one that is tethered to Aurora. Zombie 2, which is not tethered to Aurora, is coming up to the other side towards Aurora, but they both have to dash to get there. And so they are not taking attacks at this time. And then we are back up to the top. We're at the end of initiative, so they are here, Sin. You may use, you can jump in at any time now. Really. We're at the end of the initiative, so you have to jump in now or you lose your turn for this round.
Oh, I thought I thought it was.
Oh, you were
that if-
triggering it as soon as they got here.
Yeah, so I don't think it reaches a trigger, which is fine. Sin, like
No,
narratively,
it definitely-
Sin was fucked up about this.
No, I want you to have your turn unless you want to pass.
I am totally
They are
okay
here now.
with saying the narrative that like Sid was like, and now it's his turn, and he's like, okay, all right, I got this.
Because technically you get to go twice if you go now, and then we're back up at the top of the initiative, and it's your turn again.
I mean, I will
You want
just,
to.
I will do it.
If you want to, I'm just saying
yeah.
you can do it.
Yeah. So, I did just want to bring up. I hate bringing up rules at the table.
Okay.
But I with 2-weapon fighting.
Mhm.
So like if Sin had 2 daggers or he's
Yeah.
using his claws.
Yeah.
Like you do get like a second attack.
Yes.
Even if you don't have extra attack.
Correct. Yeah.
So, like,
if you're
could-
wielding 2 daggers, you can do that. I think it's just that you don't get the same
Yeah, you don't get
bonus
the-
on the
the-
offhand.
Yeah, you don't get the weapon modifier on the second
Yeah.
attack.
Yep.
And I think Mari wanted to do a second claw attack.
I also want to point out that in the claw thing, it says that if I do an attack with it, I can make an additional claw attack as part of the same action, but I'm not sure if that means it has to hit or not.
No, you can do that. So let's rewind a little bit.
Okay.
You can make a second attack on the ghast if you want to.
Cool.
I never used claws with my barbarian, so I was like, oh wait, really? You can do that? I always used bite and tail.
They're both cool. I mean, they're all of them cool, but
I mean, my character liked to eat people, so it's fine.
nice.
What? I was evil. What do you want from me?
10. She lives anyway. We're good.
Does not hit. Yeah, but hey, it was worth a try. You never
Yes.
know. Could have been a nat 20. So we'll back over to Sin's turn now that we've retconned and gone back and done that.
Yeah. I think
rightfully
Sin
so.
freaks out and forgets to take out his own daggers. And I don't
love
think
it.
Sin has
Love
ever
it.
fought someone with his claws before.
Okay.
So this is just an upsetting traumatic event all around. So there is running, and there is getting right up next to frankly terrifying Nikita and trying to copy what Nikita is doing with just like reaching out and swiping hard with his claws in some attempt to protect his friends. So actions is cat claws. So it's a +4. I'm gonna roll my fancy metal dice.
Whoop.
15 + 4 is 19.
Yes. Against
And I'm
the
assuming
ghast.
that's in theater of the mind.
Mhm.
Yeah, because Nikita's right next to the gas, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, there's also a zombie there too, but you can do what you need to do. You can go after either
Yeah.
of them.
So, yeah, there's just like a big ol' hit,
Mhm.
and that's a 1 on the die. So that's 3.
That's a 1 on the die, and you're right next to Nikita. Okay.
But do because I'm a good if I'm a good rogue boy, do I get to use my sneak attack since he's right next to Nikita?
Yes, you do get sneak attack.
Alright.
But a 1 is a crit fail, so you don't hit.
Oh, a 1 for no. I got a 19 for my hit. I got a 1 on the damage.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Yes, you get sneak attack for the damage.
All right. To make it back, guys, I did roll a 6 on the sneak attack damage.
Hey, there you
That
go.
is a total of 9 damage.
9 damage against the ghast. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, we still
I think Sin just feels very upset at like seeing his claws tear through something, and it's just like, oh. Ugh.
The viscera that comes out of this thing is like black. It's not blood.
Fun.
It's like
I think
poisonous material.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, at least it's not blood and gore everywhere. It's just goo.
True.
It might be worse. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Sin's not happy.
Not happy. Not a happy boy.
Like, he's hunted before, but this is not like hunting.
No.
Yeah.
Anything else on your turn? Before we do your turn again?
Yeah, no, that's it for that. And
Okay.
then so that was the held action.
Yep.
So that takes all of that. And then now like there's a moment of like hesitation.
Mhm.
And it's just gonna be like, okay, there's no everybody is fighting. Everybody knows what's going on except for me. So I need to get out of this. And he's going to he's gonna swing his claws again. Like, I think he swung down and now he's going like up, and this time with purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Watch me fail. So on the ghast, that is a 14.
That hits.
Okay. And so that is a 2 plus my sneak attack, which is a 2.
Oh, you only
that
get.
is-
Wait, no, it is a new round, so yes, you're good. So 4.
6 total with my plus 2 claws.
Alrighty, he's not looking good. Not looking good. Okay, so that's Sin's turn. It is Dayu's turn with Rev on deck.
Hello. It is
Hello.
me.
Hi.
It is me.
It's your boy, Dayu.
Hey ghouls, it's me, your boy.
Your boy.
So neither Aurora and Nikita, they both didn't actually take damage, right?
No, I don't think anybody's taken damage yet, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Because I've been rolling
Dope.
for shit.
Dope. Yeah, no, I just want to double check because, like, as soon as the temporary hit points run out, I believe on both of them. Well, really just one of them, but like on both, the spell is done, right? And then I can do my thing again, but like I can drop it earlier, so I'm just trying to keep track of when the 10-10 temp hit points are done.
I'll let you know when Auroras are gone.
Yeah. So instead, what I'll do is, I see some people are perhaps in need of guidance, and I am within about 60 feet of it. Of hopefully everyone. So what I think I will. Wait a minute. Is guidance a touch cantrip?
Yeah, you have
It
to boop them.
is.
Skittles are touch. Yep.
Why does it say 60 feet? I guess that means like how far you can leave me.
Let me look. I'm pretty sure you are correct.
Sorry, because it says range 60 feet, and then I click it, and then like a touch. Yeah.
Yeah, that is weird. I guess that's how far they can be from you while guidance still applies, because you do have to concentrate on it until it is used. So yeah, that makes sense. They can't. You have to boop them, but also they have to stay within 60 feet of you.
All right, that's okay. Then
The
what?
bunny jump is wanted.
What can I do realistically? Oh, Rev is within touching distance.
Yeah, they are.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll move a bit over to Rev then, and I will first, like, I reach my hand out, and then I put my hand back, and I go, "Can I touch you?"
Sure.
Okay, nice. And then I will touch your arm nicely, respectfully even. And when I do, like this surge of power kind of like runs up your arm. And if I may, since you're like such a Aurora Borealis looking ass, maybe the power kind of just shows on your skin, right? So it's like, we know how galaxies have like a bunch of colors. So like in yours, it's like a sharp contrast of pink goes up and lingers there for a bit, and you have guidance now. Yeah, guidance.
Guidance. We love Skittles.
Maybe we're matching. Maybe it's not gay. Maybe it is gay. What if I'm the gay? Okay, that's enough. That's enough
God.
Drag Race for me.
I was gonna say, you're all the gay at this point.
Hmm?
Clearly, which is fabulous. Anything else? You are concentrating on a spell. You did move a little bit, but you didn't use all your movement to get to Rev. If you want to move anymore.
Yeah, I think if anything, just in case one of them drops an AoE on us, I'll move back. If not, a little bit
Okay.
further, like wider,
Okay.
birth-wise. Yeah,
Yep. Absolutely.
yeah. So I hop there, I do a gay touch, and I hop back.
Okay, so guidance is no longer guidance, nor is it Skittles. It is gay touch only. Party name proposal of the gays. Oh no. Please don't make me do that. I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of hate for it.
I call us the party cule.
The party cule. Oh
Yeah.
god.
Because it's like polycule, but for
Yep.
the party.
Yep, party cool. Okay, so that's it for Dayu. It is now Rev's turn with Aurora on deck. The real Aurora Borealis looking ass.
How many of these friends, the enemy friends, the Zomboys and the Ghast, could I get in a 20-foot square without also hitting, like, Nikita, Aurora?
Okay, so let's paint a mind picture really quick. They are basically in a line in front of Aurora and Nikita. Sin, are you behind them? You're also in front. So you guys are like line to line standing in front of them. So theoretically you could situate your spell to only hit the bad guys and behind them in that cube.
And scare the bejimbus out of everyone else.
Oh yeah. Which would be delicious. Don't deny yourself this funness.
Okay, beautiful. I think that if you will allow me to flavor entangle,
Please.
the ground beneath our enemies and behind our enemies starts to it's almost as if water rises up from it, and then there are the reflection of all of the stars that we can't see because of the sun, but I know they're there, and that casts up out of the water into sort of white radiant lines that slowly entangle around the legs of these creatures. And so they need to make a DC 14 strength throw or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends.
DC 14. Okay. The Ghast, it's strength.
But I believe it's that they have to use their action for it rather than it's an immediate.
Oh, it's not immediate.
Oh, must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained, and then they can use
Okay.
their action to save again.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the Ghast got a 15. One of the Zombos got a nat 20, and the other Zombo failed. So one Zombo is restrained. I'm going to say it is the one that is tethered to Aurora. So Zombo number 1. Zombo number 2 rolled the nat 20 because he's not tangled up in the lightning leash.
Zombo number 1 is really good, but I do prefer Zombo number 5.
Oh my god.
I was thinking it, you didn't have to say it.
Oh no.
That song haunts me.
For the audience.
Are we going to sing this when we're off camera later?
Please. No.
Alien dance. Damn, I should have worn my alien shirt today. Anyway, yes, so one of them is immediately restrained. I'm going to put that tag on Zombo number 2. I'm just going to keep moving right past the Zombo number 5 joke. And the other 2 are fine for the moment, but they are now in difficult terrain.
And then for my bonus action, I'm using my little archer stance to attempt to shoot a bolt of radiant light at the ghast, but I rolled an 11.
Okay. Double. Arrow. That's cool. Star Druid. You rolled an 11 on the hit for which? The ghast or the zombo?
The ghast.
Does not hit. Unfortunately. Okay. I think that's it, because you did bonus action. Alrighty. It is now Aurora's turn, and then it is the ghast's turn, and then it is Nikita's turn.
They are, the ones nearby me are within 5 feet, right?
Yeah, they're right in front of you.
Okay,
Over
then, since I don't want to get attacked, I'm just going to kind of concentrate for a moment, and the beams of lightning just like intensify and pulse another bit of damage down.
Okay.
6 for the ghast
Ooh.
and 3 for the zomboy.
Okay, multiple things happen at once. Let's see. The zombie is very wounded, but the ghast you kill. How would you like to do this?
Ooh. So the lightning, it kind of like thickens up from a leash to like a tentacle, and then
even better. I like this.
it goes into its body, and like its like chest cavity lights up, and its head explodes, and the beam kind of travels out of it and ends that half of the spell.
That's rad. Also, I feel like I've seen this hentai before.
You're welcome, everyone.
Splash zone, please. Oh my god. I'm not gonna do that to you guys. Yeah, you get blood and viscera all over you. It's black gross goo because it's not actually blood. Shit, I forgot. I forgot to make you guys roll saves. Shit.
Never mind, I don't want to know me.
Alright, we're gonna rewind a little bit
saves
before he
on
dies.
this bloody grossy shit.
Yes! We're gonna rewind a little
no.
bit because I wanna make you roll saving throws. So Nikita, Sin, and Aurora, I need Constitution saving throws prior to this occurring.
Constitution.
Yep.
9.
DC is
I
10,
don't
so that's one
Believe in
fail.
It was written by white men.
We got
Doesn't
one
supposed to
fail.
Represent me.
24.
I rolled a 9. Oh, no.
Okay, we got 2 fails. Sin and Aurora, you are both poisoned until the start of its next turn, which was about to happen, but now it is dead. So the poison, I think you
wait.
take damage from it before you
I just gotta make sure it dies.
No, it's definitely
it does.
dead.
I
It's
rolled a
definitely,
I
it's
rolled a
absolutely
con save for my spell.
dead. Oh,
That's
perfect.
what that was. But it was a 17.
Perfect. You definitely succeeded. Does it do damage? Does it not do damage? I am betrayed! Never mind, that was pointless. I'm sorry. I thought it did damage as well. I was like, poison damage! I want to do something! Okay, never mind. Alright, just ignore me.
Disadvantage.
It didn't happen. You're only poisoned until the start of its next turn, and since it's dead.
So I just get like nauseous for a second.
Yeah,
and
you do.
almost
You
throw up
absolutely
my
get nauseous
breakfast.
for a second. It's really disgusting. This thing reeks, and even after it's dead, it reeks. But you manage to wave it off as you are working on concentrating on your spell, yeah.
Quick
killed
question.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
last zombie not the last zombie,
There's
but
two
like the
zombies.
last one that was near me.
Mhm.
Is it one of the ones within 5 feet?
Yeah, they're all like basically they're in a line in front of you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I'm
Like,
just
they're
gonna
all-
stay really
they were all
close.
side by side next to you with the ghast in the middle.
really
Like a
close
boy
to
band.
Nikita, or if I'm in between Nikita and Sin, then that would be ideal. But if not, I'll just stick close to Nikita.
Okay. Yeah, you can. They're definitely within melee range of you because you already took your action. You can't disengage because you're not a rogue. Rogues
Yeah,
can
and I'm
bonus
not
action
leaving. I'm just
disengage.
kind of
Yeah.
hoping that they hit one of the other two instead of me.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Nikita. There's 2 zombos
All right.
left. One has taken damage. One is not.
I think I'm gonna go for I feel like they got that one. I'm gonna go for the one that hasn't taken damage. Number 2, right?
Yeah. Number 2.
All right.
Who is restrained, so you have advantage.
Excellent. Okay, cool. All right, still with the claws. So she's like kind of like hunched over, upset that she didn't hit the first one, but she's gonna turn at the other one and just like try to claw at him.
Okay.
See. Plus what again? 16?
Plus 16 to hit the zombie. Absolutely hits.
Yes. Okay, cool.
That was with advantage.
Oh, no.
Roll your advantage. You might get a crit.
Nope, it just turned into a 19.
Okay. Still hits.
Wait. No. Alright, so D6 plus 3. Rolled a 1, so 4. Wait, I lied. That's the wrong thing.
Oh yeah, that was javelin damage.
Yeah. Don't look at that. 7.
I can see you. That's a 7. Very good. Okay.
And then she's gonna go for another claw attack.
Alrighty.
Is this also
Same.
at advantage?
Yep, it's restrained.
Cool. 19 plus 5, so 24. Yes.
Absolutely hits.
Alrighty, ready. Again with the 1. The 4 really came through this time.
And that is a total of 7 again.
Yes. And she's just kind of like really having fun. She's kind of like puffing and panting, but not panting, but just kind of like breathing heavily.
And for the folks at home, if you do not know what restrained means, restrained creature speed becomes 0. It cannot benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws as well until it wiggles out of this watery tentacle escapement of the entangle. What is that? That's cool. It's a little gobbo. It's
Yeah,
moving.
It's an animated conditions card.
I love
That's so
it.
cool. Oh my
That's
god.
so neat.
It's cute.
Now I want the thing. Gimme. God, somebody's gonna make a gif of me doing that later, I'm sure. Fuck. Anyway, So yeah, you hit it. It is not doing good. Still up though. And now it is the zombos' turns. Collectively. So one zombo is going to let's roll for it. Oh, that's cocked. There we go. One zombo is going to the first zombo number 1 is going to go after Sin with a slam attack. That is a 19 on the die plus a 3. Absolutely hits you.
Oh, yeah.
You take 1. You take 4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And that's its attack. The other zombo is going to try to claw at Nikita because it can't move. Actually, let me double check the spell here to see if he can make a save. I think he might be able to. Creature restrained by the plants can use its action to make a strength check against the spell save DC. Let's see, is the zombie smart enough? Nope. It's going to try to claw at Nikita. That is going to be at disadvantage, so that's a 10 on the die, plus 3, 13. I don't think that hits you.
Nope.
It does not, so it misses because it's dumb and doesn't understand what's happening to it. It just is going and trying to attack you.
Does the zombie get to use another claw attack too?
No, those two separate zombies.
No,
Two separate zombies.
no, it's like if the zombie claws, does he get to use other claw?
No, it only really has one attack. I'm just flavoring the one attack. So no, it only gets one attack.
Gotcha.
It really only has a slam attack where it like throws its whole self at you, but it's restrained, so I can't do that. I'm just flavoring it. It's a very
Gotcha.
limited
I was just
stat
trying to
block.
be mean directly to Nikita.
Oh my god.
Out of love.
Mhm.
So that's the zombies' turns. We are back up to Sinark. With Dayu on deck.
Yeah, I think the flavor of this is that if this zombie slammed into Sinark, Sinark is like almost like half crouched, like taking a breath from being like hit like that for the first time ever in his fucking life. And I think he's just again like he's terrified, like now covered in like goop and viscera, and so I think he just. I think he sort of like just reaches forward and just screams for like it just like just die and like very upset, and that's a 14 plus 4 is 18 to hit.
Absolutely hits. After your turn, we're gonna take a little break.
No worries.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the time because we started so late. So
Yeah.
we'll take a break after your turn, and then we'll pick up at Dayu's turn.
4 and 6. Sin was very upset. Hit this thing for 12 damage.
Oh,
Damage.
damage.
Damblage.
Lord, I was born a damblage man.
With my friends in person.
Oh, hey, look at that. You hit it for 12 damage. How do you want to do this?
I think Sin just takes his head right off. Like he
Alright.
sinks his claws in, like out of like some desperation for it to like die, and like gets it in the neck, and then accidentally, on purpose, uses too much force, and its head just sort of like flicks off, and he's just sitting there with like his hand covered in black goo, and is just like,
Oh, it's really gross.
yeah.
So yeah, you kill this thing. Off with your head. So on that note, we are going to take a little 15-ish minute break, and then we will be back with the last little bit of this combat.
Thank you.
See you in a little bit. We're back. Hello, everybody. I hope you had a lovely break. I have banana cream chocolate Pocky.
Share.
It's my favorite. Here you go. Here you go. Hold on, I'll hold it up to the camera. Here you
It's
go.
like jab it to the camera.
Yep, I'm just gonna feed you. Here you go.
That's how a person eats.
So smart eats.
Hipster Wallaby, I don't know if you're watching, but thanks for buying me Pocky, babe. Okay, so, let's get right back into it. It's Dayu's turn, and there is one zombie left.
One Zombo Jumbo left.
One Zombo Dombo.
Oh.
The one that
okay.
is restrained by, Revelation spell.
Oh, how close is it? Like, or sorry, how far away is it?
It is. You moved back.
It's like 60 because they're
Yeah,
10
it's
feet
60.
up
It's 60
From where we
feet away.
started, and you're 20 feet back.
60 feet away from you, yeah.
60 feet away.
The only enemy
Ow.
left is restrained.
30 feet. Because we only moved 10 feet up. 40 feet. Final answer. Math.
Let's just call it 50 then. We'll call it 50 feet.
50 feet. That's
Yep.
fine. I don't want to waste my good shit. So
You don't have to waste your good shit.
yeah, no, I don't need to. I'm too hot for that. So what I would like to do is Sin got hurt, right? A little bit of a boo boo.
Little bit.
Little
bit
bit?
of one.
A little bit of one. Okay, well I am nothing if not a healer first. You know, like that's me loading up my Glock. I'm joking. Yeah, you know the meme. Like I'm a healer.
That was a good
but-
meme. I'm a healer, but I'll fuck you up.
Yeah, exactly. But in this case, I choose healing bullets, like Ana from Overwatch
Mm-hmm.
I love
and
that.
Baptiste. I'll just a bonus action. I'll throw a healing word, Sin's way. I take out the world card and I strum my Pippa, and let me just mark that off. And you should heal if I can find a D4. You're gonna heal up back to full anyways because it adds my modifier, and I'm pretty sure you took 4 points of damage, and my modifier is 4. But just in case, you heal 7 as this pink, beautiful spirit simply vibes in your direction, and you feel better. You feel calmer, I would say, about this whole situation. Perhaps even supported. And that's my bonus action. I would like to use my last, my actual action and my movement to wait. We can use cantrips, right? Cantrips and spells at the same time.
Yes. So you used healing word as a bonus action, so you can use a cantrip as your action. Yes.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna run up back to Rev, do the touch again, so you have guidance. But this time, instead of running back, I'm gonna stay, and I just go, I'd like to watch the show. And that's it. That's my whole turn.
Revelation. It's your turn with Aurora on deck if the zombie is still alive after this. Excuse me.
Yeah, I think that with that motivation, Rev does want to put on a bit more of a show. So she will guiding bolt again, and I think that this time some of the pink from Dayu's spell comes out in the blast. And I get advantage, right? Because they're restrained?
Yes, you do get advantage. Where are you
And
using
guidance.
You're using the and you have guidance, yes. And guidance gives you an additional D4 to your roll. You're using the bolt of light, right? For your archer form.
I know I'm using guiding bolt that I get
guiding
from being
bolt.
a star druid. Yeah.
So let me double check really quick because I think guiding bolt counts as. It does not. Okay, I take it back. I was gonna say I thought for some reason it had the concentration tag, which would have meant you would have had to have dropped the entangle, but you do not have to do that. So yes, you have advantage.
Okay.
Yes, they're eating DM tears on this incredibly easy combat. I'm crying so hard right now.
That is a 17 to hit.
That absolutely hits.
Look at what the power of gay can do.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, not gay. Lesbianism. Because technically, we'd fall under that category.
So that is 19
Tired.
points of radiant damage.
How would you like to do this and put me out of my fucking misery?
So through the power of lesbianism, this bolt of like slightly pink tinged crystal like white light just
Orange.
goes, I think,
Also orange.
straight. Sure. Yes. Yep.
Through the power of lesbianism and this gun I found.
And this gun.
Goes straight through where the heart of this zombie would be and explodes its chest out, probably getting Nikita sort of covered in ick, but
Wouldn't have it any other way. And with that, combat has ceased, as far as you can tell for now. And the road is silent once again on the southerly path towards Blackade.
I feel like Nikita is gonna like let out like a really hearty laugh and turn around and look at Dayu and be like, "Is this what you were scared of?"
No.
No? There's
No,
more?
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's the easy stuff. That's the stuff they make us go after as kids.
I love your home so far.
Sin is gonna go to a bush.
Oh.
And Sin just quietly is gonna cry into the bush.
I feel like that's
Pee-pee time.
yeah, how is Sin being stealthy about this, or are they just sort of?
No, they've just sort of they've seen this thing. They're covered in goop. They're just gonna sort of crawl over to a bush while like Nikita is laughing. Sin is gonna crawl into a bush and just sort of like put his face into the bush and then stay there. So I guess you guys can't see that he's crying, but he is acting weird because holy shit.
Where did my cloud friend go?
I don't think they've been in combat before.
Sin, you did great. What happened? I don't.
Sin doesn't answer. He just sort of like puts up a hand and makes like a vague gesture. And it's covered in ichor and grossness, and then like just like puts it back down and is trying to wipe it on the grass.
Sin, I can do that for you.
Ugh.
Remember? I'll just come out of the bush. I don't want to accidentally put leaves on you. It's okay, Sin, but if you stay in there any longer and further detour us, we won't make it by a campsite that's safe by night.
Come on, buddy. If you come out, you'll get clean. It'll help.
And then you can hold hands.
I rolled a 6. And I think when you say, I think in the midst of this, instead of being like a push, I think now it just comes out as a loud sob. Like, this is the worst. Why did I decide to do this? What the fuck? I took a thing's head off. I have hunted. This is wrong. And then sort of like gets up out of the bush. And it's just like, oh, there's no way back. There's no way back. It's a mountain. It's a mountain. I should have just...
Come
I'm okay
on.
now.
Come here,
Okay.
Sin. Come.
I think he just sort of like waddles over. And then stops heading towards. When Dayu starts going, Sin stops walking towards Dayu, turns around, and starts heading down the road by himself.
It worked.
As you go, I'll just
Probably
cast
follow them.
prestidigitation on you. Quietly.
Aurora's saying all this, but she's like cowering behind Nikita as everything is going on. Like, Nikita has just become a shield to her.
Oh,
I feel she's gonna be like, "You good?"
Yeah, fine, totally. Just like,
Are my hands still full of like stuff?
did you get
Press
prestidigitated?
You will.
No.
Oh,
Actually, no, you won't. I would ask you first. My bad. You want to be clean?
this does smell like shit. So
It's not good for your hands, especially if you're gonna use them to eat later. Oh no. And I clean that off for you. Oh, same thing. If there's like ichor on anybody else, I ask first, then I clean it. Because I don't think it's not nice to walk up to someone with a Lysol wipe and be like, "I'll fix you." You know, it's
just start wiping their face.
you
yeah.
have to be right next to me to do it, or no?
No, but I still choose to.
Okay, she's gonna pat Dayu's like head real quick and then say thank you.
I'm fluffy.
Yes.
No, nothing. Hands are so big. Makes my head feel like a saucer.
Can't think, bro. What am I supposed to do with that?
Do I need to send more monsters to you guys right now? I feel like you deserve it all of a sudden. Don't ask me why.
Don't
I feel
hurt
like
us.
she's not gonna say it out loud, but she's gonna think like, I could probably throw her.
Fast Bunny special.
Oh god. That would be a cool combat thing to do.
Get in there.
You could throw me like a Pokeball, and like a Pokemon, I'll evolve midair. We can do this. It's a
We
great
should discuss the
idea.
combo later.
I'm gonna roll some
Sin
dice
has
while you
continued
guys
walking.
do that.
No, okay, we're walking.
We're walking.
We're following Sin because
Yeah.
we don't want to be separated.
Yeah, I think that Rev has sort of ignored the gay happening with Nikita and Dayu and sort of hustled after Sin as he runs off. How are you doing?
That thing still looked like a person.
Did it though?
It looked like a massively fucked up person, but not everyone has the, what's it called? I didn't say that. Not everyone has the fortune to look as gorgeous as everyone here. You know, some people in the Vale are fucked up. They've been sick for a long time. So yes, it looked like a sick person. And I took off its head.
Rev just not this. Oh no, influx of feelings. I mean, I imagine from what I've heard about Southmore, there are a lot of sentient and non-sentient undead. I mean, these... It's not even like killing an animal because it's not as if they have any purpose. It's just getting rid of something that shouldn't be, even if it does look like a person.
Yeah, it's pests. It's pests, and I get that on an intelligent level. But I don't tell the others. I've never fought with my claws. You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to hurt anybody with them. Not like this. And I know it wasn't a somebody. It wasn't. It's a lot to take in for the first couple hours we've been out here.
Yeah. Seeing the sun and fighting with your claws for the first time, I guess. It's a lot of change.
Yeah. I'm glad at least you're here. Everyone else.
Yeah, I mean, we're here to help the Veil, right? So, gotta do what we have to do.
Yeah. And at least I know that, like, I can watch out for all y'all.
Yeah. And next time, you don't have to use your claws to do it. And I think Rev sort of pats at wherever it is that Sin keeps their daggers.
I think it's like, I think he has like one like strapped to his chest and one to his hip. And he's like, yeah, next time I'll remember. And sort of like bumps like into Rev a little bit with their arm. It's just like, thanks for talking to me.
Yeah, of course. Anytime.
Don't tell me that. I'll get too used to it.
I don't see a problem with that.
Really? You don't know what happens when you feed strays?
I think we're stuck with each other for a while anyway.
Yeah, pretty good deal for me.
Rev has that sort of glowing blush blooming across their face, but I think it's a pretty even deal.
I am pretty great. And Sin just sort of chuckles and like a little bit of the like it's not gone. There's so much he's thinking about right now. But like a little bit of that like tenseness of his shoulders fall, and he sort of like looks back over his shoulder to make sure that the rest of the group is following, and like motions them to hurry up. Before sort of like looking back at Rev and is like, also that was fucking amazing. You did really good.
It's easier, probably, because I can stay further back. From back there, they really didn't look as much like people.
I mean, I imagine I could use I have a crossbow. He just sort of like reaches back and sort of like pats it, and he's like, I didn't even have to be up there. No, I can't. Don't let me fall down that rabbit hole. Rabbit hole. And he says that. He says, haha, rabbit hole. And he's just like, yeah. No, but I knew you were a really cool, powerful druid. But, yeah, no. Whatever monsters, we come across, feel bad for them.
Yeah, I think we'll be all right. I mean, I know you don't want to use your claws, but did you see the way that Nikita just...
Yeah, I have so many questions about that. Like, she just sort of grew them. And that's just... That's interesting. I didn't think she was a shifter. On my diet, at least.
Yeah, I thought that she said she wasn't, but it's... Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. Your favorite type of interesting, huh?
A lot of things can hold my interest in Ark. And I think Rev sort of primly stands like a little straighter.
Yes, but if I told you I had a secret, you'd be all ears, dear. He sort of like leans over and like, I think if it's okay, whispers in Rev's ear, and then sort of like, again, like the banter is like helping him sort of like put this away for later. And just sort of like winks at Rev and I think starts moving a little bit more confidently down the road.
As we're walking, Aurora's just like kind of staring at her hand and kind of looks like a little bit surprised, a little bit excited, but not like excited, but like relieved.
You can call the lightning.
I told you I could control it, and she doesn't sound entirely sure.
Well, if you ever want practice, because you know, like homework, whatever the fuck that is.
Homework? I don't really do homework.
You just don't want to hang out with me, okay?
I mean, what are we going to be doing?
Stuff.
Magic stuff?
Mm-hmm. Maybe some spooky stuff.
Spooky stuff. Alright, you got my interest.
Oh, and for the record, so because you didn't really lose any hit points, and technically I can keep this going until I draw another card. That's essentially how long I can sustain this stuff. So you're just gonna have 10 hit points for a while now, and the little bunny is just gonna be there, theoretically on your head or shoulders or plopping around, but it's gonna be on you. Little pink spirit bunny.
Little pink spirit bunny
imagine
loafs,
it
and
like-
it has like the little bunny cleavage that looks like a heart.
Oh,
Just imagine it like plopping onto her hair and being in the flames. Little pink bunny.
I feel like Nikita will like at first like instinctively try to swat it, but then remember that it's there, and be like, oh wait, never mind.
They're
This is
friendly. They're friendly.
I see that. I just forget because it's on me, and I see it. Well, you guys did great. I want to see more.
There will be more.
Yeah,
I
I
hope
actually
so.
have a question for you, Nikita. So you did that claw thing.
Mhm.
Did you ever want to be like big when you did that?
Want to be bigger than I am?
Mhm.
Sure.
Okay, we'll try it sometime.
Yes. That sounds very fun.
Oh, bigger? You get bigger?
How much bigger do I get?
What a great question. We're gonna find out how big we can go. But I'm thinking giant.
Giant woman.
As close as I can get to giant.
Okay. I want to try that.
Okay.
That'll be really good when we find giants.
Ah, right.
Yeah, giants are common here.
Dayu, you hear in the distance from Jennifer, all I wanna do is see you turn into a giant woman.
Giant woman. We're harmonizing and only I can hear it.
So Daya just starts singing about giant women all of a sudden. Out of literally, well, immediately following this conversation. So not completely out of nowhere, but out of nowhere.
I have a question, TM. What
Yes.
Nikita know about giants? Has she encountered giants? Only heard of them?
Roll me. Roll me a. How mean do I want to be? They're probably equally the same for you. Yeah. Roll me a history check. See if you are familiar with any lore or if our Armageddon has ever told you anything about those things.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, very good. You remember hearing stories from Armageddon of giants that live in the sky that control the weather.
Mm.
You remember him referring to them as storm giants. But they wouldn't be on the ground necessarily, at least according to your knowledge of such things. But they are beings of legend, but it is known that they do exist. But they are a very rare thing to see.
And
So
from
in
his-
terms of other kinds of giants, you're not so sure.
Okay. From his stories, would I know anything about strategy for them or no?
For giants in general, it would. I think in terms of the knowledge about storm giants that was imparted to you, however limited that is that if you were to see a storm giant, you would not necessarily have to fight it because storm giants are more often than not inherently good creatures. They while they live above mortal life and live in a different way than people on the ground do, they tend to be friendly even towards even the smallest creatures if they are seen, which is almost never.
Okay.
But their power is certainly something to be feared.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I just feel like, sorry, I just feel like she'd just be excited in general, just at the mention of giants.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I want to see one. Like,
Yeah, I would say with the Dirty 20, you know that there are other kinds of giants, but Armageddon only ever talked about like the legends of storm giants, probably because he didn't really know a ton about other ones.
Right, okay.
One fun lore thing is the reason why you know this is because in Elysia there is a legend that at the summit of Mount Ceres there is a meeting place of the storm giants, but nobody has ever been there. Because Mount Ceres is astronomically fucking giant. People don't tend to climb mountains just cuz. And you know that Mount Ceres is the northernmost point of the known world. It's also the biggest mountain on Terra, as far as you know.
All right. Noted.
Yep.
Still very excited. These are all points of like cool conversation with her dad, so.
So you all are traversing down the road. I imagine you have returned to the actual road, to your path towards the northernmost city of Southmore Blockade. You travel for a few more hours, and let's see, what is Has perception, revelation, and Dayu have the highest. I'm going to say Dayu, you notice this because you know what to keep an eye out for. It is not necessarily something alarming, but you do see in the distance a lone rider on a horse, pretty far off and definitely not on the road. Not close enough at all to see any details of the individual. But they're way far off. They don't appear to be riding in your direction, but they are present.
Would I know? Actually, no. That just feels like a very it's a very vague question of yeah. It could always just be some dude on a horse, doesn't necessarily have to be anything suspicious, I guess. Could it from my distance? Am I allowed to vibe check?
I'll take an insight check, but the DC will be very high because of the they're so far away you can't even tell what kind of gender they present as or what lineage they are. They're very far away.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. I do not think a 10 is gonna do it. Yeah.
Nope, too far. They're too far off for you to get any kind of intention from their stance because they're so far away you can't really see details. You can't even see if they're armed. For all you know, it's just some person on a horse riding off, traveling across the plains.
Mm-hmm. I think one ears. That's how I think my perception works best. To hear it first before I notice it, or I hear it and that's how I notice it.
Yep.
And so I'll look and then I'll look to the group as we walk and be like, there is a person on horseback. I can't tell anything else. But I don't know. Just keep an eye there. And I point.
They must be confident to travel alone.
A horse could be fast.
Yeah, running is a good option here.
Yeah.
How far away do they seem from us?
I'm trying to think of what typical visual range is. It's pretty far out, miles out. You can see out pretty far, easily a mile out. Because everything, it's very flat here, except in the areas where there's some hills. And other than the little hilly areas that you've already passed by where you got attacked by those undead creatures, it seems extremely flat, and that's why you can see this person. They're not behind anything, they're out in the plains. So, very far away. You would need a spyglass or something, and stuff like that is for super ultra-rich people.
I now know what I want to steal.
Spyglasses are very expensive if you look them up in the equipments list.
That's why I rob a noble.
Exactly.
Aurora will just say to the group, if we get closer to them, I could attempt to communicate with them, but if we don't want to get closer, we should probably hustle.
They're not on the road. We can just continue, and if they try to stop us, we can gauge what they want.
What if it is another dead person?
On a horse?
Potentially.
Can they do that?
Dead horse.
Well, I mean, we don't know if they're sentient or not from here.
Sin looks at Dayu. And it's just sort of waiting expectantly, can they ride horses?
Can they ride horses?
You're muted, Bluff. You're muted.
Fuck, bro. Fuck. The whole time I was like, yes. Yes, why are you like, yes?
Sorry.
Aww.
I thought you were just doing the silent expressions. I was like, damn, Aki's such a good fucking actor.
No. I was replying.
Because
you
Still a good actor, but...
Yeah.
Anyways, yes. They can do a lot of stuff. Technically, where we're going, I'm pretty sure most of them live there.
We could try to sneak around.
I
Engage the situation.
I would rather just leave it because if they want to come after us, they have a horse. They can get to us pretty quickly.
I agree. Let's just keep walking, and if they have a problem with us, then we'll see it coming.
Yeah, they're far off. They're far off the road. They're like way out there in the plains.
All right.
Guild Superior with a raid of 42 sweet beans. Thank you so much. Welcome on in, everybody.
Hello.
Thank you so much for that raid. I hope you had a wonderful stream.
Anyways, now you will also say, here we're not exactly ever in a safe place to dawdle. So, our best chance is just focus on what we need to do and keep an eye out for potential threats. And technically that means everything, but it's okay for now.
Mm-hmm.
I told you we shouldn't have come here first.
It is the only place we know where to go to.
It is also too late to do anything else. We'd have to skirt the mountain. So let's move forward and hope that he doesn't have a fucked up horse. Horses are so scary. I hate horses.
You don't like horses?
No, they're huge. They could trample me to death. And they're weird. They're basically a hand, but a creature.
She just points at herself.
Are you a horse?
They're weird. They're huge. I can trample you.
If you trample me, it is far more likely that I can get away and not be killed. If a horse tramples me, no.
Nah, it's just a good way to go. And I just keep walking.
You're gonna fear giant Nikita.
Or
Or is more likely, and he wants to die. He's not going to talk about that. Belgador knows what I actually wanted to say.
Yeah,
so
we need
shout out to Belga.
gay emotes and we need ooh emotes now. I need to work on that. I have some unused emote slots. We need to start making some horny emotes apparently for you guys.
Sid is just a trans man who likes showing affection through violence.
All right, cool. Don't choke on your drinks, y'all. Except for Akino, because Akino cannot be shaken.
I feel like that's a lie, and now I'm gonna use my entire.
Oh Jesus!
Do it, do it, you coward!
Hailing the wise, welcome in. Alrighty, so yeah.
keep walking, I guess, right?
Yeah, you continue walking until the I'd say at the point that you see the lone rider, it's probably around midday. And eventually the sun begins to slant as the hours pass by, and you continue onwards on your journey. And eventually, you start to see signs of people on the road. So I'd say a couple hours after you see the lone rider, who does not approach you, ends up, riding off. Doesn't seem to be invested in you all in any way. Just another traveler, possibly. You do eventually see a small wagon ahead. It is very clearly stuck in the mud. The driver is seems to be trying to push it, and there is a woman and two young children, and he is kicking at the wheel and cursing at it in frustration. As the rest of the family kind of looks on. The cart does have goods on it. It's not empty. And that's what you see on the side of the road.
Sin would tap Nikita's arm. Like, let's go.
Okay.
Sorry,
I will straight up wave to them and be like, hello. Oh, wait, louder. Hello.
This seems like, I mean, it sounds like it seems like a legit, like, this is an accident and not like this is a setup for ambushing you.
The two genders.
Yeah, right. You what? So you do approach this group of people. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, Sin heads right towards the wagon.
Say anything?
Because just like here to help, and he's just like he would have like the reason like he tapped Nikita is because Nikita's the other strongest member of the party, and 2 feet taller than him, I think.
I wish to vibe check though.
You want to vibe check them? Yeah, you can insight check them. Absolutely.
15.
They just seem to be normal people. They don't seem to be like a setup or anything. You don't get any sense of, and even with your passive perception, looking around as you're vibe checking these people, there's really nowhere for people to hide. So they'd have to be invisible. So they'd have to be magic users for you to not be able to see anything. So yeah, these just seem to be normal people who are stuck in the road. So you walk up and greet them. And the husband will turn the woman and the 2 children seem to kind of like shift behind the man a little bit because you're a bunch of strangers walking up, and he'll walk up to meet you, Sin, and say, "Oh, thank the gods. We've been stuck here for a couple of hours now, and we really need to get to town before the weather changes, if it starts raining again, or, if a dust storm springs up, we're gonna be in trouble out here, so." Thank you. If you'd be willing to help, I'll try to help too.
Sure.
Yeah. We got Sin, and we got Nikita, and this random merchant.
Yep.
Where are you headed to? You said city, but there's one there and there's one there.
Oh, we're, sorry. I'm all mixed up. I'm having a day. We're heading to town. We're heading to Blockade. It's just down south on this road here. It's really, he kind of looks around. It's really the only road here. But we got unlucky, apparently.
Oh, well, we're headed there, too. Would you, once we get your thing out, your carriage out, I mean, would you like to travel together?
Yeah, you look like, he kind of looks you all over. You're all, armed. Obviously have weapons on you. They are not armed. And he, actually, that's not true. He has just a dagger on his belt, but he doesn't look like a fighter. He's not wearing any armor. None of them have armor. It's probably just a utility knife more than anything. For like cutting rope or something, or whatever. And he says, yeah, that would be nice. Traveling in larger numbers is probably better out here. Bandits and such about, so that's why we were using the cart, hoping to move a little more quickly.
Makes sense.
Sorry, how rude of me. My name is Rue.
One more time.
Rue. R-U-E.
Rue.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I heard rude. And I was like,
my name is Rude.
That's very funny.
Rue Sterling. It's very nice to meet you. This is my wife, Eve. My daughter Senna. And our child Bay. B-A-Y.
Sin sort of like does a little wiping off his hands. Is like, my name's Sinark, fastest hands in Okurai, and sort of walks towards the wagon to go and help lift it out of the mud. And I'm very excited.
I'm rude. This is my husband Reno. Oh my god.
Nikita kind of like just like tilts her head up a bit, like a quick nod, and just says Nikita, and just heads towards the wagon.
He will join the two of you, wanting to help. Probably not that you guys need it, but he seems intent on trying to assist in whatever way he can. Probably because they look like commoners. They don't look like they have money. So he will assist whoever is going to help lift this cart. So we'll do a strength check, and we'll average it out. So if anybody messes up, that's gonna bring down the total towards the DC.
Okay.
Roll for.
Awesome.
I give Sin guidance.
Okay.
I
yep.
give the guy guidance.
Okay.
Through.
Guidance for me.
My guidance makes Sin's for stand up. Because it's
I
a
can
Oh,
say
that's a
that.
nat 20! Woohoo! Nat 20 for the
Ooh.
NPC. Plus 3, 23.
The guy rolls up his sleeves to reveal an aged but still in good shape bodybuilder.
Bodybuilders don't have strength, just muscle.
Oh no, I said bodybuilder. I meant strongman.
There you go.
Yeah, so he's got like the full dad bod.
Oh, okay.
Would totally win you the big bear at a carnival, like that kind of bod. Strong,
He's definitely got a dad bod, that's for sure.
built like Braum from League of Legends.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
So my first roll was like a 17, which
Okay.
I was just like, damn, Sin has a 14, so like a 19, that's really good. And then Aki let me roll again, and that's a nat 20 as well.
All right. Wonderful.
Nice.
Is it Pedro Pascal? Yes. We are all Pedro Pascal's girl at the end of the day.
I hope there's multiple Pedro Pascals in this campaign.
There's gonna be so many Pedro Pascal NPCs.
Yes!
You're not ready. You're not ready for all the Pedro Pascals in this campaign.
Sexy lady.
See, now we have to win awards because Pedro Pascal is in this campaign. It's confirmed. It's
Rihanna
official.
too. Don't forget Rihanna.
Oh yeah, Rihanna's in it too.
Oh.
God damn it.
I love this.
Ugh.
By the way, I rolled a 16 for a total of 19.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Yep,
we're buff as shit.
You guys are buff as shit, and with your powers combined, you're easily able to push and lift this cart that is very thoroughly stuck in the mud out, and guide it back onto the street and the road, I should say, not street. And you actually notice, those of you who aren't helping while you're standing here, you notice that there was like a large kind of like a little bit of rubble in the middle of the road, which he was probably trying to avoid running over with the wagon wheels, and that's how they got stuck in this situation. So you can kind of see like the wheel marks kind of veering off the road, and where they get stuck in like this muck. It's a little weird. Like, the terrain here is not typical. It doesn't make a ton of sense. In some places, it's very dry and almost desert looking, and in other places, it's very marshy looking. And it's kind of humid. It's a little bit gross out. It's not a comfortable place to be, and it doesn't seem like a very nice place to be in general, so far from what you've seen in your hours of travel in Southmore. But yeah, you are able to lift this cart and which is not easy because it is a loaded cart. There's crates and sacks and things, and you realize that these crates are filled with like a variety of vegetables and herbs and things like that. They are obviously farmers. And Rue will look to you all and say, "Oh, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it." And Eve and the children are also saying, "Oh, thank you so much. We couldn't have done it without you. We're very, very grateful. Thank you so much."
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Have you been attacked at all this whole time?
They look at each other. No, not so far. Normally we ride pretty fast to try and avoid those kinds of things. And Rue will speak up and he'll say, normally my brother, he's handy with the sword, would be with us to help protect the cart, but he had to travel east to work with some merchants out there, and so we're kind of on our own this time around. I'm
like we're not
obviously
off-road is
not a fighter.
Worse.
Sorry?
I was gonna say off-road is worse. When you're on a path, it's a path because it's a little bit safer, minus bandits. When you're when you travel off-road, like how I do, it's better in a group.
Yeah, he nods. Yeah, absolutely. Not even.
I'm so sorry, I didn't ever introduce myself.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
what is your name?
I'm Dayu Silverhair of the Burrow.
The Burrow.
Oh,
so
yes.
far away.
Huh.
Well,
Well, you know where that is?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, we live
You
here.
go out?
We live here in Southmore. We're from. Oh, I forgot the name of the farm. We're from the Greenfields farm.
Oh, okay.
Which you know is in like the northeastern region of Southmore, and the Burrow is in the southeastern region.
No, never mind. We're neighbors. Technically not neighbors. We're like distant neighbors, but like, you know.
All the same.
Same vibe.
We don't normally travel that far south, but we've heard of your community. So nice to meet you, neighbor.
Nice to meet you too, neighbor.
And they go around and make sure they introduce themselves to everybody and say hello. And Rue will actually look to you, Sin, and say, sorry for the question. Did you say you're from Okurai?
Yeah.
Like, you're from the Vale of Night?
Yeah.
They look at you, like, in shock.
Why?
It's so rare to see somebody from the Vale, or at least somebody who would openly say that they are out here.
Is it dangerous to say I'm from the Vale?
They go, I don't know about dangerous. Just rare.
Oh. Yeah.
I mean, we've done some limited trade with the Vale, but they always send a representative to come get things. They don't take the deliveries.
Fair. No, we're on some official business heading towards Dreadmore. No, that's not it.
Hallowgate Necropolis.
Hallowgate Necropolis. I don't know where I pulled Dreadmore for. We're in Southmore.
Deathmorn Ward is the druidic place of power that you were looking to find at the Hallowgate Necropolis. I know, it's a lot of names, a lot of words.
Listen, he's not gonna say that, but he's like, yes, we have some business, official Okurai business in Hallowgate Necropolis.
Oh wow, that's a far journey. I certainly wish you luck. And they kind of look around, and Eve will speak up and she'll say, I think it might be best if we keep moving. Standing in the middle of the road is probably not a good idea. Um,
We can walk alongside the cart.
yeah, we can take it a little slower. It'll be easier to do with all of you here. Surely nobody will mess with the cart with a bunch of people here. So most bandits go for small groups. So if we look like a big group, maybe they'll leave us alone. So the parents will climb up into the front of the cart. The kids will scramble into the back where they've made little spaces for themselves amongst all of the produce and such. And before they do all that, they check over the horses and all those things and make sure everything's okay before they continue on their way, but at a much slower pace, with you all at their side. And you can travel in this way for the rest of the day until you collectively decide to camp for the night, because you've got another day to go before you reach Blockade. Do you want to do some campfire talk before we close it out for the night? Yeah? Okay.
Sure.
So go about setting up your camp, feel free.
Sin does take the moment to sort of sit down next to Aurora and be like, "So how strong I was?"
Was pretty cool. I didn't expect you to pick things up so handily.
Well, I am actually pretty good at picking stuff up. It just so happens that people overlook it because
Well, also you refer to your hands as fast and not as strong, so it kind of does put out a little bit of a confusing message, but I like the surprise.
yeah, that's fair. It's also good to sort of keep it back, like if people think I'm fast, they won't think I'll punch them out.
That's pretty solid tactic, Keep things close to the chest.
Yeah.
You punch people out.
Yeah, I grew up scrapping in Okurai.
Interesting.
Yeah, Mirthal and I would run around the city and get into fights with other kids. Kid shit. And when he grew up, it was dumb young adult things.
That sounds fun. Have you punched somebody in your adult time besides, I don't know, what just happened, I guess, but that's not really a person, so. Or a punch.
Sin makes an uncomfortable face because he was trying to avoid thinking about the zombies at all. And he's just for fun, no, not recently. Can't really scrap as much when you get older. Not that I'm old. Not old.
Why can't you scrap when you're older?
Because the only appropriate way to scrap is to be part of the Veilguard. And I don't want to do that. Otherwise, I'll just get put up in jail for causing a fight.
We're not in Okurai.
I'm pretty sure there are other versions of guards who will get upset if I start fights with random people.
She's gonna put her arms out and be like,
What if you fight with Nikita?
Oh, you have to tell me if that's what you're saying, because I'm going down the logic of what are you talking about? Who are we talking about? You want to fight with me?
Sin, you are losing it. I'm usually the one who gets confused with context.
Maybe you're just rubbing off on me, dear.
That's what he said.
So are you gonna...
This is...
Commentary from Jennifer Aniston.
Right.
And then I say it out loud, so you all hear it. Uh-huh.
Anytime you're a little shit, she's like, I mean, if you want to, there's nothing else to do right now. Or we could keep it to an arm wrestle if you want, but...
That was weird.
Sorry, I did something in One More Multiverse. I don't even know what it was. I don't even know what I did, but I got rid of it and it made noise. Sorry.
It's all right. I think Sin sort of grins at Nikita, and it's like, I feel like you're not sure that I can keep up with you.
We both just lifted that thing up. Well, us three, to be fair, but
Yeah.
I'm more interested in seeing your capabilities now that I saw you do that. I did not think you had that in you.
Okay. Well, if one of the others kisses my boo-boos after we're done fighting, I'm good with it.
Turns
What
to
are you?
Daiyu.
Oh, I can do it, yeah. But it won't be fair because technically Nikita has spiritual guidance right now.
Still?
Yeah, I didn't drop it. The bunny's
Oh.
been nuzzling in your hair the whole time.
No, nothing's there.
You touch it.
I don't think this is gonna be to a knockout. You know.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Here, I'll just take it down. I'll just take it down. So because it would be cheating. You have 10 hit points, like a temporary hit point. I'm
She
gonna
already
take it
has
down,
a lot
but
more hit points than
I'm
Sid
gonna
does.
take it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take
way.
it down, but to take it down, I have to pull a different card.
We could keep it to a normal little arm wrestle if you want to do that. I don't mind. I'm interested. No, it's fine. It's fine. We might attract noise, we might get attacked in the middle of the night. You don't want to do that. Whatever.
All right. Listen, when we're in blockade, we'll have a fight. Right now, we'll have an arm wrestle.
Deal.
Oh, I do love the sound of that.
I want to find a good spot.
Thank you, TV's Jennifer Aniston. This is just gonna keep evolving into the most fucked up lore.
Jennifer Aniston is a common recurring character on Mistlost.
The ghost
Yeah,
of
along with
Jennifer
Pedro
Aniston.
Pascal and Rihanna.
Yeah, I think Sin gets a crate, right? Just pull ask Rue for a crate for just a quick arm wrestle.
All-star cast.
2 little stools. We gotta have something.
Yeah, because if you don't have a stool, you'll cheat because you'll use the rest of your body in the arm wrestle.
What?
You can't if you guys are if you're standing, you can use the torque.
I mean, you could just.
Dorks.
We would both have the same situation. There's no advantage.
You're like 2 feet taller than me.
What? I mean, I am.
You know what? It's fine. Let's go. We're standing. Whatever.
Whatever you prefer. I mean, we could do stools. I offer the stools.
Let's go.
All right. Who's gonna go first?
I rolled.
I rolled 2. Who wants to announce first?
I have an 18 plus 2 because I'm assuming this is just a strength check.
Yeah.
Oof.
It's a dirty 20.
That's definitely strength for sure.
Damn, I got a 14. Damn.
I think Sin, Sin sort of he's not cheating, but he's definitely using leverage, right? And is it fair to say, because you can let me know if this is not fair, is Nikita being a little bit arrogant right now?
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Then-
she's not expecting anything out of this, but she's like, okay, he helped with the cart and stuff, but in her mind, she and maybe the other guy had most of the slack.
Yeah, and then I think Sin grips your hand, and I think it's loose at first, and then I think he gives just a little bit, and then he grips a little harder, and then just torques his whole body into it.
You see her face go from like, what? Just from like having fun in the moment and just not expecting anything to just, whoa, okay, that I actually have to put it into it, put my strength into it.
I just like that it's like a little bit of a contested, like almost there. and then comes back and then just finally like Sin sort of like drops your hand to the crate and sort of grins up and he's like, "What do I win?"
The pride of beating me.
Well, I like you prideful. So, it might have been nicer if you won. I guess I'll deal with that as a prize.
Oh, please. Do you want to go again? We can go again.
I think I'll win this one. I think I'll go undefeated until we go hit blockade.
Yes, we'll let this go up for blockade. That's good. That's a good idea, actually. And I feel like she's gonna kind of like lean down at your face across the crate and just say, "I'm going to kick your ass in blockade."
I think Sin grins and looks not confident, but very excited, and is just like, "Oh dear. I want to see what exactly you're capable of."
There's like a glint in her eye. She just kind of like backs up.
And that is the group's sexual tension play for the evening.
I think
no one got hurt, right?
Not during that fight, no.
Yet.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to double check. But like Daigo will walk around and be like, "Did anybody get boo-boos? No? Okay, no kiss."
We're here.
Wow.
No, you won. You don't count.
No, I was talking crap and then my lips hurt. Come on.
Losers get boo-boos.
This is like Arthur fisting on the side, like.
Just.
What'd you say?
Did you get this?
Arthur Fist.
Arthur Fist just.
So with that being said, I think this is a good place to close it for the night. And we'll go into confessionals. Yes, sound good? Okay. We had roleplay, we had combat, we did it all. We're gonna start with Rev.
Yeah, I mean,
There you go.
from everything I heard about Southmore, I was expecting it to be scarier than this. I mean, I guess we're just the entrance, but still. Maybe. I don't know. It'll be fine. It'll all be fine.
Totally fine. 100% completely fine.
Exactly.
Is that it for Rev? Okay. Nikita.
Oh my god, Southmore is so much fun so far. Oh my god. Okay, I want to fight more things. I want to see the giants. I know that the little one is scared of this place. I know a lot of them are. And honestly, sure, I don't know what's going to happen, but I come on. I need this to happen. Did not expect Sin to be strong. Did not expect that. I underestimated him. To be fair, we are in the group together, so I should have estimated more. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. On to Sin.
Travelogue entry 1. Kiddo, this place is a little bit scarier than I thought it would be, but full of interesting things. Our party is getting along fine. And I hopefully will be able to travel to the capital soon and get a little bit of this done quickly. I'll enclose the letter to everyone else, but I just wanted to let you know. I think I'm gonna be okay. And Sin sort of like seals that. And then a second sort of letter of like, what do you do when instead of someone being fun, fighty, and flirty, they are aggressive, flighty, and flirty? Please send a advice response as soon as possible. Godre and Myrtle, I don't know what to do. Also, I promise I am traveling fine. Tani can read you her letter. XOXO. And then scratched out. And the best. And then scratched out XOXO. Sin.
I love that. You're writing travel logs for Tani. I'm gonna go cry now, Aurora. It's your turn.
Oh, yes. So, wow, I have not gotten the double bolt to successfully go off before. I cannot believe that both of them at the same time. That was... Okay, now I understand what Dad was saying about the combat stuff. There's, I guess, gonna be more of that? Oh. Staying behind Nikita, great idea. Yeah, that's all from Aurora.
Okay. On to Dayu.
Am I unmuted first?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I'm unmuted. So, we're going home. Actually going home. That's... Oh, it feels weird. I thought I would like it more. But I also thought I would hate it a lot more. And now I'm just stuck in between this gross middle. Not sure how I'm going to feel about it, but I think if I sleep on it, I will be just as confused as I am right now the next morning. Also, everyone here seems to be quite confused as well. We got two people who are not loving it, and then we got one person who is most definitely loving it, and then we have just genderless loving it. So, I don't know. I hope they're not only expecting what we fought on the mountains, because that was easy shit. I hope they don't think that I was exaggerating. Actually, no. I hope they think I was exaggerating. I hope that nothing bad happens ever, and Nikita gets disappointed with how bad the combat here is. So that way we don't run into anything, and then they can go, Dayu, why were you worried about that? And I can be like, ha 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 ha, I'm 5'3", and I'm not very strong, and that's why I was worried, you know? And that's it. We were in and out, all good. We're gonna fucking die here. That's it. I'm done.
Oh my god, I would die for Dayu. I'm not gonna lie. So thank you everybody in chat for being here. Thank you to my players for being amazing as per usual. Always raising that bar. We'd love to see it. Let's find somebody to raid. We are going to raid. Let's see. Oh my gosh, there's so many people. Let's go raid. I think Phoenix Iwaki is probably almost done. Let me see. How many hours in are they? Yeah, his games are short, so we're not gonna raid over there because I think they're about to end. Let's see what 20 Sides is doing. I wish you could see timers in like the Who's Live thing. Oh, they're 3 hours in. Fuck it. We haven't raided them in a while. Let's do that. Oh wait, I think Fabled 42 just started. Sorry, I have to check. All of my mods aren't here. Unless any of you have any recommendations.
They're not online yet for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't really see... pick somebody random for shits and giggles. Who's Dungeon Scrawlers? Oh, Dork Tales. I love that name. We're gonna go raid Dork Tales. Raid, just because of the name. Dork Tales, because I like...
Ooh.
I know, I like DuckTales, so we're gonna raid Dork Tales and hope for the best. I'm gonna activate that raid. If you are a subscriber, you can use this command. I don't know why it's broken right now. If you are not, you can do this command. I don't know why that other one's not working anymore. So you know what? We're just gonna do this one, the Mandy raid one. So we're gonna go raid them now. I will see you guys here on this channel on Friday. We are doing a very special one-shot before GaryCon called The Nobles of Waterdeep. It is in the Dinglings verse, so Dinglings things will be happening, but the Dinglings will not be the Dinglings, so we will see. Catch you guys next time. Bye!